stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest of go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view.
I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get
Dobrý den. Dobrý den. Taso, jak 9-9? Jak 9-9? Dobrý den, přeju krásný start týdne, přeju krásné odpoledne, akorát jsem dorazil ze školy, come on! G2 versus T1. O to, kdo do playoff a kdo jede domů, kamo, to je prostě rough formát, co ti povím. Každopádně velice zvučné organizace, ukáž, ultinka. Teda špatný pořadí, ne? Nejdřív raketu, pak ultinu, nebo jako... No to blbě vychází, no tam týpek měl prostě místečko. Čau Blát, že tady zdravím. Dneska fandíme G2 a Aspas. Děkujeme G2 za tyto dary. No takhle, fandím. Já, vy můžete fandit komu chcete. To je svobodný stream, to je jasný, jaký jste měli den? Kamo, vrtáci vrtaj, vole. Lotus a Corroad Sunset. Všichni nás tady zdravím, blázni, čauko. Čau Nikolas, čau Patrik, čau Honza, čau Nox, čau Frost, čau Grace, čau Martin, čau Blebklep, čau Galaxy, čau Micni, ahoj Vive. Nazdar blázni. Podíval bych se na starýho reakci. Dávám tady anketu, chat, schválně, dávám tady anketu, kujte, já jsem kdo si myslíš, že vyhraje a postoupí do playoff? Kujte na to, jak jsem inovativní streamer. Kujte, co tady mám. BAM! Zabudovaný přímo v chatu. Come on, fellas. Ukažte, vyjádřete svůj názor, či to vidím, ať vidím procenta. Oh shit, dneska mám fakt špatnou recover, jakože fakt špatnou, chat. Jakože fakt špatnou. Oh kurva. Oh kurva. Oh kurva. Oh shit. Oh shit. Čau Filip. Oh shit, 40% recovery, chat. Oh shit, co ta skupina o tom VUPu? Založíme nějakou skupinu nebo ne? Mám tam ve skupině jenom Batagora zatím. Oh shit. Doporučuji mi VUP dneska jít spát 10 hodin. Oh shit. Jdu na YouTube a vidím to tady zase? Co jsem řekl, nevím? Ivolenko, prostě nemůžeš utéct. Nemůžeš utéct. Jsme všude. Čau Itama. Co studuješ? Vysokou školu Valorantu, kámo. 5 let už. Je to, kámo, super dlouhá škola, kámo. Že ji lidi můžou studovat klidně i 10 let.
We saw T1 lose one of these rounds to the clock.
Začal to Ečka, ale pán Neštramák. Děkuju. Mám mokrý vlasy, jak jsem potřeboval, ať mě uschnou, než budou moc, kámo, na svět, ale pozor, Žožimo! Žožimo tady vydělává, vole, Pavlovi na novou hypotéku. Neviděl jsem ty vojsko z Verbko, ale, nebo takhle, neviděl jsem nějaký video celý na YouTube, ale viděl jsem na Twitteru klipy, no, je to pískanice jak svině. Budou prostě hrát ranket. Co dělají, kurva, revealuje. Kámo, tady jsou Pavlovo životní úspory, on the line. Kámo, lift co dojebal. Lift co dojebává furt. Lift listně, kámo, pěkně sere. Jak jste měl jeden blázni. Kámoško. Viděl jsem kurz před hrou byl 3-8 na T1 chat. Jak to vypadá tady v chatu? Jak byste taky udělali kurz na jako to? You like that shit. Míň nějak to, vole, míň cenzury je tady na Champions, než na těch regionálních ligách.
Now T1 forced to take attack time out because these last 2 rounds have changed the course of this game. They've got G2 on much firmer footing. 2 rounds away now from.
Zdraví na Aspas dneska, actually.
When it looked like T1 were doing everything right.
No celkově ty MIBR.
Even in that round, I think it's just a matter of taking the.
Pozitivně překvapili tady na eventu. Čokra, já takový hlačin, moje upadne bříško. Speaking of hlad chat, včera jsem už to nevydržel, naklikal jsem si prostě krabičky. A kurva, oni se naklikají tak, že začnou až příští týden. Kdybych to naklikal v sobotu, tak to bylo ještě budu mít tu ten týden, já jsem to naklikal, kámo, jakoby v noci, no kurva. Takže to začne až 29. Ale kámoška, tam jsou takový papání, ty píčo, chat. No já se cítím, kámo. Nevím, jestli je správně mám ukázat ty jídelníčky, co tam dali ty kutě. Jo, kozejn. První, že jsem do školy na 5 minut pro ISIC, ale ani neměl úřední hodiny na studijním. Takže jsi nešel do školy vůbec, kámo, to je dobrý, ne? Mám kluk, takže mám 18 bodů. 18 bodů recovery, kámo, že ty ani nežiješ, jebeti. Co to je 18 bodů recovery? Co si mám dát, kámo, dneska? No, co mám kluk. Co to je? Co je jídlo dnešního dne? Co je jídlo dnešního dne? Nechci bagetu, kámo, už mě starou bagety zase. Jo, mám tam kalorie, vrko. Mám tam kalorie, kámo. Uvidíme, jak to půjde, kámo. Je tam 5 jídel denně. 5 chodů, jakoby. Snídaně, svačina, oběd, svačina, večeře, kámo. Aktuálně moje strava se skládá ze svačiny, večeře. Takže myslím, že kaloricky to bude v pohodě. Máš v hlavě už jen vůb? To je jasný, kámo, mám v hlavě jenom to, abych optimalizoval svůj život na tier 1 hraní. Chcete to ukázat jídelníček po tuto hře? Kom Izu 21-11, ale kamaráde, to je forma draka. Čau, Luke.
I'm really impressed with the way that G2 are anticipating these.
Jo, vrpka, to je insane.
T1 style is very unusual.
Aj Míšo. Tak je tu Alešek optimalizace na tier 1 hraní. Kamo, každý má svou cestu, ok? Každý má svůj path. Kdo ví, jaký je správný, ale já to chci dělat s přístupem, kámo, toho, já to každý dělá jak chce, já to chci dělat tak, jako bych byl prostě normální, jakoby sportovec atlet. Takže někdo chce random spát, random jíst, random trénovat, to je jeho věc, kámo, když to makene, tak to makene. Já to chci stavět na kvalitní foundation. Když už můžu, tak teď konečně můžu. Díky Kicku už můžu, kámo, to celý optimalizovat, jak bych si přál. A i díky YouTube, to je jasný. By the way, halus, že funguje ten Težo komp, vole. Já bych to. W kick. W první mapa, otázka je, kámo, jestli to nebude ještě reverse sweep. Jakože T1 plně můžu dát mapu. Kámo, Jemkin mají utility ty G2, ale jakože mají fakt dobrý utility, kámo. Pokaždý najdou toho týpka, by the way. A to byl ten stejný týpek, by the way, ne? Minulý kolo na Cčku ho našli takhle. Ale to byla Vice. Oni to byl Omen taky, kámo, oni prostě tou utilitou clearnou úplně všechno. A je perfect utility G2. GG. Kdo pick Lotus? Leva nahoře to vidíš, G2. A dobrá muzička. A už se těším na playoff chat. Už to je akorát, kámo. Tohle je poslední den skupin. Akorát. Nevadí, to se otočí. Kámo, nesmí se to otočit. Nesmí se to otočit, kámo. Akcie týmu G2 a MIBR dneska.
Yeah, put your hands in your face, bro. Happy birthday. Nice try. Sit down. Yeah, DH looking over here. You scared. You scared.
Co dělá? Co to je, kurva? Kámo, tak té produkce si uletěla strašně. A Georgimo taky. 25 let nebo kolik mu je, vole. 26.
Now that I'm a mom, things are different. Verizon's different too. They let everyone in my family choose different plans. We get what we want and we save money. Love that for me.
An update is required. Financial system updating.
Tak. Chcete vidět můj jídelníček na příští týden, chat? Jsem z toho má v píči, kámo, jak to vidím. Jakože jsem si nad tím pískal, kámo. Že co všechno tam vymýšlí, vole, že takhle dobře, kámo, jsem nejedl, vole, ani nikdy, kámo. Nikdy, vole, v Primeu, nikdy, kámo, jakože tohleto. Normálně si říkám, co to kurva je za jídlo, a všechny ty jídla jsou dobrý, víš, si říkám. Jak vám to dát větší, kámo? Já vám nechci líkovat, co přesně, vole, mám za tu. A to je jedno, tam to nejde schovat, nebo jde to schovat. Jako jde to schovat, můžeme to schovat, kámo. Já nechci, vole, to, ještě byste tam psali hovna, kámo. Ano, to je plzeňská firma, jakoby, že jo. Víčo, jaký banger tam pustili? Nejlepší smoker na Lotus určitě Omen. Ok, čum, kámo. Názor, což je názor, kámo. A má to strašně dobrý review, že to je dělaný s láskou, dělá to tady prostě paní, kámo. Někde, vole, z vesnice a dováží to tady do Plzně. Těším se na to jak smrt. Ale nejde to dozařídit na tu ten týden ještě. A propočítal jsem to, či normálně mě to vyjde. Oproti tomu, jak se stravou tečko, s sračkama a objednávkama z Voltu a... To nejsou sračky mimochodem, ale to ostatní. Teď mi to vyjde, kámo, třeba, že... O 4000 víc za měsíc, než to, což jakoby není... Takový rozdíl oproti tomu, jak se dobře budu cítit. Viper Lotus je dobrá, ale to není smoker chat, kurva! To je rage bait. 6 z 10 rage bait, 6. Ok, chat, kolik na to, takhle budem papat od příštího týdne. Nebo takhle jsem mohl papat už tu ten týden. Budou díky tomu lepší streamy, jsem pretty sure, kámo, Když budu hezky napapaný a nebudu tady jíst permanentně jenom croissány, vole. Tak ty streamy budou lepší. Takže dneska by byla kámo vajíčka, pomazánka, fit pečivo. Co to je? Já to nemůžu přečíst taky, vole. Pečené jablíčka s ořechy a medem. Ty koko, tak kámo, já to nemůžu ani číst, jsem takový hladečko. Já si jdu ještě objednat, než to budu číst. Musím ještě objednat něco, kámo. Ať už to jede, vole. My to zatím z toho pročíst, já jsem to ještě nepročítal celý. Tohle mít nebudu, če, tohle ještě mít nemůžu, ok? Až od příštího týdne to budu moc mít. Kolik toho tam je, já nevím, kámo. Jakože to nesním, podle mě, absolutně. A oni rozváží čum, oni rozváží od pondělí do pátku, logicky, tak to funguje, že jo? A já jsem o tím přemýšlel, kámo. To je tolik jídla, za prvý, a za druhý, co budu jít ve sobotu a v neděli, že jako budu strategicky to rozdělovat celý týden. A sobotu, neděli ti určitě říkám, že budu jíst z toho, co mi zbyde z těch dní, kámo. Počkej. To je fakt moc.
Congratulations, Josh. You guys now have a chance to close this out 2-0 and knock T1 out of Champions Paris. Next up is Corrode, and it's been kind of.
Kámo, dáme si
4 different comps. Last time it was the race comp, which quite didn't look like the perfect solution you guys were looking for. So why let it?
Dáme ty těstoviny, kámo, s kuřecím masem dneska. Dneska to cítím, kámo. Another surprise? Surprise, surprise. Já furt žeru mekáč, za chvíli budu chodící burger, jako jak často žereš mekáč, Čulanko? Čau mini. Fakeovej mini, otazník. Tady mají, kámo, takový dobrý ty brambory, kámo. You don't give me anything.
Maybe the tail merchants are back.
Oh, okay. We'll be looking forward to that, and thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
On to líkl, že budu hrát tež zas? Počkej. To je docela risky, kámo, to říct teďko, ne? Furt ještě. Jako kým se to určitě dostane. K těm týmám, what the fuck? I když to řekl tady na rozhovoru. To je celkem ballsy, má to piči. Počkej. Tak, co tady máme, čet, už jsem objednal jídlo. Burger s trhaným masem a cibulová marmeláda, kámoško. Jako tohle třeba, burger s trhaným masem, cibulová marmeláda zní jakože, kámo, já budu tlustej normálně, jebeti. Takže mám to na zkoušku na týden. Mám to na zkoušku na týden, jakože. Uvidím, jak se budu po tom týdnu cítit. Jo, to mě mrzí. Mě mrzí ani. To jsem měl pár měsíců dozadu, no. Zhubla jsem kilo. Tak je to pozitivní experience, nebo jaká to je experience? Co to má? Pikantní fazolová polévka s chili a klobásou. Já jsem si říkal, že některý jako jídla prostě radši skipnu, kámo. Takže fazolová polévka s chili a klobásou, ti říkám, to je jako by moje croissantový tělo není podle mě ready na tohle vůbec. To mě jakoby vyšle z bod. Čau hruška. Champions čekají, kamo. Špagety s citronem, rozmarínem, sír, grana, nevím, co to vůbec je, já nevím, co to je, kámo, ani nevím, co budu jíst, kámo, ale těším se na to. Každopádně, prej ty porce by měly být menší, že těch porcí je tady hodně, ale ty porce budou malinký, že jako abych jedl víckrát za den, než... No. Nevím, co to je za sír, kámo. Já tady jím, kamaráde, sír, vole, plátkovej posledních 5 let. Tak úterý, dneska bych měl, to je zítra. Šunková pomazánka s jalapeňo. Nic, kamo, to já to nebudu... Další týden, co doopravdy budu mít, ok? Co doopravdy budu mít? Od příštího týdne. A mozzarellová pomazánka, sušenými rajčaty, fit pečivo, ok, to je ještě v pohodě, to znám. Jogurtový nápoj 100% nepiju, by the way. Jogurtový nápoj 100% nepiju, to je jako... Uděláme giveaway, nevím, já nevím, co budu dělat s tím jídlem do píči některým. Kuřecí tikka masala za svinovou ryží zní jakože 11 z 10 jídlo, kámoško. Tikka masala 11 z 10. Řetkvičky s bylinkovým tvarohem. Co? Řetkvičky s bylinkovým tvarohem prostě. Kámo, co? A co je tohle? Já to nepřičtu, jak to má ten malý font. Co to je? Farfale? Farfale s grillovaným krůtím masem a pestem.
Well, yeah, we knew there was a lot of tapes on them running the Taeho comp, and we came in prepared strat-wise, but I think the biggest problem for us in Champions Paris, all through the Dragon Rangers...
Nevím se, co budu jíst, ale nechám se překvapit. Mě připomíná školní jídelnu, akorát, že to je jakoby prestižní jídelna, vole, a ne uho. Úterý. Fazolová pomazánka s čorízem, pečivo. Bounty z čokoládu do skleničky, to je co bounty z čokoládu do skleničky? Jako to je pití, vole, čokoládový pití? Svačině? Si říkám, kámo, jestli bych to měl jíst nebo ne, protože já jako třeba jakoby se vyjíbám všemu cukru. Tady je strašně moc cukru, kámo, a tuku, ne, vole, v tom jídelníčku. Ne, Vrbko, to nejde. Nebo jako můžu jít, ty firmy tady v plně jsou 4, že jo? Bounty je kokosová tyčinka. Jo, ale co je kurva Bounty z čokoládu do skleničky? Proč tam je do skleničky? Já vím, co je kurva Bounty. Ježkám si taky ragebaitersi, vy jsem ti děláte úplnýho retarda, vole, někdy, fakt. No mám kámo, mě tiltíte jak svině. Kámo, co to je rohlík do píči? I kdybych se zeptal, chápeš? Já vím, co je Bounty. Ale jen se třeba farfale, vole. Farfale. Aha. Kámo, to tam nemůžu napsat, to jsou vrtulky do píče. Kámo, tak to mám chuť jak smět na to, když to vidím. To jsou prostě vrtulky, vole. Tak s tímhle jako hodně, jako to. S tímhle hodně rád budu dělat business. S tím hodně budu to. I fuck with this. Koukám, jestli koukal na Vital Foods, já to mám na 3 měsíce, je to top. Za tu cenu super, je to dobrý. Let's go, Míšo, let's go. Se líknula, jestli Plzeňačka, basically. Je tak, jakože ta cena je úplně v pohodě za mě, no, na to, že předpokládám, že si k tomu nebudu muset dokupovat skoro nic. Tam je prostě všechno, no. Vodu maximálně. Takže vlastně jakoby moje strava, jestli chodím tady do Lidlu pro zpracovaný pičovinky a objednávám z Voltu, jakoby vyjde skoro na stejnou pomalu. Jo, mašličky to jsou, vrtulky jsou ještě jiný, těstoviny. No nic, druhá mapa. Ty mašličky. A jakou máš tu? Míšo, jakou máš tu? Jaký máš ten jídelníček tam z těch 7 nebo kolik tam je? Máš hubnoucí režim, dostávám toho míň? Ale jakoby ten jídelníček je furt stejný, ne? Jsem to pochopil, ten jídelníček pro všechny je stejný. Ty akorát dostáváš míň chodů, jakoby, ne? Nebo to. Čau Max. Ahoj Katarínko, už. Čau Adam. Nekoupil jsem bundle, nevím, jestli budu kupovat teďko.
T1 are not going to want to move their defenders away too much. Leaf is deep inserted. Might be choosing to take a timing against Meteor as well. Fight.
Aha, I see. Zajímavé. Zajímavé. Ten, co jsem vzal já, má asi 2600 kalorií na den, což tak mé více a všeho by... Co to je? Co to je? Rankerový dešť jak svině. Že prý bych na tom neměl nabírat, což jsem byl smutný, ale myslím si, jako když to vidím na papíře, tak mi přijde, že bych z toho měl určitě nabírat oproti mému normálnímu stravování, tak uvidíme. Neříkej mi to, Míša, já mám hlad jak svině. Já mám takový hlad a ty jídla zní tak dobře, jakoby. Trhaný burger prostě. Domácí, já jsem koukal, to dělá paní úplně z domova, nebo co? Počkej. Ještě špatný plant a na CT už je dobrý, actually. 3 Mississippi? Oh. On prosral 3 Mississippi. Oj. Víš, že se budeš mít hlad celý den? Uvidíme, kámo. Já teďko jen vadí za 600. A udržuju si váhu, no, což jakoby... Já bych chtěl přibrat. Uvidíme ty porce. Všech tam dám nějaký jiný plán. Čau, pana Bejku, jak to jde, Bejku? Mluvím o jídle a kuchař se normálně spawnul v chatu, náhoda? Ty si žiješ prostě. Burger, sladký, svačinky každý den mňam. Nice.
T1 could have been practicing it for weeks. Drone, hello, TP, but you're still hard committed onto the corner of the fight. They haven't cleared him. Jugstall's here. Surely there would be an turn of the fire. It is there.
Mně se líbí, že to jakoby mi udělají nějaký režim, že jo? Oni jezdí, jsem tam četl, že třeba do 2 do 3 odpoledne max, že spíš dřív, takže nemůžu ani se vyspávat a uvidím se aspoň i s lidma, jakoby 3krát týdně se uvidím s kurýrem, co to bude dovážet, já to se těším. Čauko, Enrikos. Nice, dobrý anti, jako pohlídaný, ceníme. Vrtačky, kámo, to je prostě slast. Mně to jezdí v 10-11? Oh shit. Je to je možná moc brzo. No nic, tak mi to fixne režim, no. Krabičky mi fixnou režim. A nebo budu spát na 2krát. Uvidíme, co to, jaký na to bude názor tady. 10-11 je zabijácký čas pro mě, nebudu lhat. Kde je Baby Bay? Na koučovi tam sedí. S tím, jako na asistent koučovi. Budu bez jídla? No já si tam zkusím domluvit, že mi to budou vozit jako úplně poslednímu v celé Plzni a bude to dobrý. Fakt. Já jsem tam ještě s nikým se nebavil, Míšo, nebo nic, jakoby... Jsem to naklikal dneska v noci a vůbec nevím, jak to bude fungovat, ale to... To je investice, Max, to je investice. Jsem prostě jakoby e-sportovec, kámo, a nemůžu už jíst další rok sračky nějaký, prostě zpracovaný ve... Je tak, Frozy, je tak. Většinou ty redna hráči stávají kolem tý 10. 11. actually. A pak jsou v kanclu, ale třeba o 12.
Stray Jorgamo. Leaf is also forwards past that wall, but he's very much alone. But that timing that he's caught is off to the side here. Nightfall now can get a bit of a move on. Hinder drop down and lay it down at his feet. Izu needs that defense and needs that response. T1 trying to
bonusek.
Approach rapidly to the scene. They're trying to have that fight happen and occur, but the backstab picked apart from the seams. G2 still not ready for this fight to be taken. T1 are so damn fast here, and time ran short. Jonah P can't.
A dobrý bonus, jakože 3 zbraně minus. Mohlo by, Hruško, to actually chodí do e-sport týmu. A to je funny, Míšo, že... Že zrovna máš ten stejný jídelníček, to je funny. Actually. Tady jsou zrovna třeba 4 na výběr, v Plzni jsem koukal. Mají strašně dobrý recenze, no. Google recenze mě dostali, doufám, že nejsou nafejkovaný, jak to dělal Janek Grubeš teďko video. Neměli by. Že Google recenze mě to ovlivnili. Os. Jaký review tam hodil BTV? Jonathan?
Same kind of call here from Valent. Contact reclearing. Trent needs to try and hold that down. Good, quick with the reaction, so Izu's going to be dropped.
Trend prostě
behind him. If he goes down, the setup on A does too.
To be honest, the setup on A is already going to be under serious threat because Jorgamo's ultimate.
Jak drží ten Jemkin tu myšku, by the way?
Uprostřed.
Not broken.
I mean, A is very weak currently.
Conventional drift. Sets the tone for the rest of this round now. Smoke's propped up. Util being used as well for due diligence. Meteor to salvo his feet. He's forced forwards into the fight here. There's a lot of information gathered up by Jorgamo off and around. Sees down at the feet to try and defend. A lot of damage done, but at least still having his one as a fight on those multiple fronts. The A side though is given up.
Kámo, ale s tím, že jakoby Korout je taková mapa, jaká je. Když to tady bude vyhrávat na ataku, to je crazy work. Pablo měl opět pravdu, chat. Je to 2-0 prostě. To ten týpek má nejhorší zápas by the way zatím. A brýle na stole má tady list, viděl to? List má brýle na stole prostě. Ale mě ho bolí hlava z toho prostě. On někdy je má na sobě a teďko je nemá na sobě. 100% ho z toho bolí hlava, kámo. 2-0 cinkačka. A potom ještě Aspas musí vyhrát. Pro cinkačku. In Roblox. Co bylo s tím KFC, jakože? S tím KFCčkem bylo co? Já jsem nejedl KFC roky, takže naštěstí se mi nic nestalo. A prostě dělali s prošlýma surovinama, jo? To je nice. MIBR a RRQ. Ten Jemkin, ale ty... Top 2 Pacific, nebo co to je? Čau kolem, mám se po piči, kámo. Mám se po piči. Nebo takhle. Až zařídím ubytování a streamování v Německu, jak se budu mít ještě líp. Mám teďko stres docela. To mám dost stres, kámo. Jak to zařídíme do piče. Ale jinak super. Naskočený koleno. Right click in your face. Jaký nožíček, vole. Cením. Ten má, to někdo pojede do basy, ne, Moraváko, za to. Ten má na basu. Čau, Fajval, nejsi, kámo, to je 2-0. 2x2-0 dneska, jde se hrát. Dneska říkal, že bude hrát i Mini a Lešek, takže já tady koukám na čistku, na nový fintičky, na cinkačku. Děkuji, Lamek, děkuji. Ale teďko zařizuju, ne, že moje hraní, kamo, v Berlíně jako tier 1, kamo, ale zařizuju sabování EP a Ascension v říjnu. To je na zrušení všech poboček, jako to je v Dánsku. V Dánsku není KFC. Počkej, ať jako zrovna nově otevřeli na Slovensku KFC a na v Česku budou zavírat. Ty si jeblej, kamo. To kde vzniklo? Štítu, Arto, Valorant, Žouna P, Valin, Jožimo, Lifu, HERNÍ. To Ascension? Největší tier 2 turnaj, postupka do tier 1, jako jediný, co můžeš do tier 1. Jako organizace.
Paranoia trap play that we saw Aspas run. Yeah, there are many different options. I think part of the question is going to be how much practice have T1 actually had? Do they have all of these things in their strat book to be able to work around? Yeah. And also, if I'm Josh, I'm calling something very different for this round coming up. Because you know that Autumn's made an adjustment based on your default game plan, so...
You want to subvert expectations.
Exactly.
Same setup though for T1 in terms of device util over towards A.
But completely swapping up where G2 are playing. So the defaulting happening towards A while Leaf controls B. And I think this is because they're anticipating a trap play on B.
Yeah, look at that. Holding their ground. Ready for it.
Tak. Týpek mě označil, že z práce kouká. No nic. Jakoby to, že vyhrávají 4 na ataku G2, je celkem statement už, ne Pablo? To už si myslím, že jakoby balíme hranolky do sáčku. To musel mít stresy jak svině morová Kozakoviči. Elamex to bylo cool, no. Budou hrát 8 dní, myslím, je ten turnaj. Ušenk se z Joru mety výslovnost je takhle. Myslíš Joru? Kuronami. Poprosím, ať to lidi vysvětlují správně.
...20 seconds left roughly, he's trying to get the backstab going for them because G2 are none the wiser, they have to clear.
20 vteřin, kámo, ale to hrajou na Fnatic trošku. A tohle jako nebylo hezký. Aliki, chci se zeptat, slyšel jsem, že budeš rádoby náhrada, dá se mu tak říct, chtěl bych se zeptat, zda budeš dělat streamy z těch her, jako děláš teďka, ale z té arény v tom Berlíně. Kubíku, slyšel jsi správně a... Ne, že rádoby náhrada, jakoby budu prostě jakoby sub, emergency sub, když tam někdo se zesere, nebo se zapomene v kasínku až moc do rána a nevstane, tak jakoby naskočím a bude to v pohodě. Ale zařazuju právě streamy i z arény a i z domova, jakoby z domova, že budu, kámo, chápeš. Chtěl bych tam mít svoji jakoby station, vole, v tom Německu, kde budu moct streamovat tady na večer aspoň 2-3 hodinky si ranky, pičovinky. Určitě bych nechtěl vynechat streamy full na 10 dní. Budou určitě streamy z areny a uvidíme. Jakoby potřebuji zůstat in shape, chápeš? Já potřebuju hrát, abych mohl když tak naskočit. Klid, Dani, klid. Oj. Težo Merchant, ale Težo Merchant, kámo. Dělají ty T1, kámo, nevím. Sen už vypadli? Jo. Ascension začíná 18, jo. Je tady jsou paid chatters, ukáž? Ukáž, co udělal moje 5 kilo na PayPal? Proleva? Počkej. Ahoj, díky, ahoj Vašo, moc rád koukám na té videa, díky tobě a tvé knize jsem z Ironu 3 do Goldu 1, díky moc. OK. PayPal funguje, děkuji Lev za feedback, kamo, cením si to. A kamo, Iron 3 do Gold 1, to je jenom začátek, kamo, to si schodil 2 kila, kamo. Ještě to poroste, kámo. A Lukáš, to jsem nekoukal zrovna asi. Tě věřím. To byla nejspíš ta Liquid hra, kde hrál nad Zvejlej, vole. Aspas play? To už se jmenuje Aspas play, a tohle. Jako tam ten box je jaký pro mě Alexík, no. Čekuju Alexíka vždycky, vole. Alexi clearnut. Kurva. Tak to je halus. Tak to je smutek CZ18, kámo.
And the ults that they're getting online are monstrous too.
Yeah, it's a dangerous comp. You don't really want to get it going, but they don't really have an option at this point. T1.
I mean, in the next round, you can combo together the Nightfall with Jorg or Valen getting into a deep position.
Yep.
You know, a teleport from Jorg or even the Omen ultimate, right? And then any space that you get on site, you have a pick going down. It's going to become extremely difficult for T1 on a map that I think even with these comps probably should still be a bit defense-sided. But it's tough to say when we've got double duelist on one side, double initiator with no Senti on the other. But you know, at the very least, it should be even, and G2 look like they're running away with it on a map that has been their worst.
Exitíky musí být, kámo.
Adjustments G2 have had to make as well. They've had real, no time, I can imagine. Not really much practice in terms of completely old.
Kdybych mě označil, i v práci musím vědět, co se děje na scéně, kámo, to je borec. What the fuck?
So slow style, but yes, a lot of the details do shift up. Huge credit to them. What?
Hello?
I tell you.
Dnes to bude vůbec hrát kolik zápasů, jako co Ascension nebo dneska? Tenhle reveal, kámo. Tenhle reveal bych si měl najít. Taky začnu označovat, ať je práce. Kámo, ty G2 mají tak clean util usage, to je... Ne, to je Unreal, kámo. A daj tím težemi, no, to je Unreal, actually, ten jejich util usage při side takeu. To vypadá tak clean, nevím, jestli ty T1 to hrajou špatně, nebo to je prostě tak dobrý. A tohle mě baví, no. To mě baví, kámo. Jako Alex, já taky nevím nic o nové postavě zatím. To je hotovo. Já jenom vím, že ty modré obrázky, že jsou nějak líknutý nebo něco, ale... Jako nehrát Viper je troll, no. Ono to nemá line-up ten Jonah, ale...
They're the ones being left to adjust, and they're the ones that are using their second timeout.
This is the first comp where I've seen G2 play it, and I think it has serious legs on Corrode.
A byl ten druhý zápas bude asi těžší, no. Druhý zápas bude těžší.
Yo, MIBR, can you even shoot back or no?
He's been in the shower reciting those lines, I can tell. He's been thinking about it.
As soon as he watched the T1 documentary, he was just thinking to himself the kind of things he's going to be shouting across.
Nějaká reference na ten dokument? Já jsem nedělal ten dokument furt.
Yeah, G2 have come into this one, viewing themselves as the protagonists, haven't they?
And listen, we'll reset the stakes as well. I mean, this is elimination.
To se lidi myslím, že bude úplně za free. Jako Aspas je jedinej z těch importů, T-Red na Pro, kterýho potkávám a kterýho vidím hrát rankedy na Top Radiantu BTV. Nikoho jiného se nepotkal. Takže je zábavný, je dobrý, no.
And still might be able to make a bit of a run here. What is that?
Actually jsem rád za ty série, vždycky, když vyjde nějaký agent, děláme sérii, že toho agenta do Radiantu, že teďko se cítím komfortně na tom Težovi i na ty Veily, i když se opěknu po dlouhé době, to je actually dobrý zjištění. A co Kajak? Kajaka jsem teďko nepotkal. Chronicla jo, ale říkám importy, jakože ty lidi mimo EU, co sem přijeli, tak potkávám jenom ty. Chápeš, tak potkávám jenom Aspase, z těch lidí, co přijeli. Protože actually ty ostatní taky možná hrajou. Někdo mi psal, že potkal ty VLG a nějaký další Číňany a takhle. Ale že Imo 2, kámo, oni jsou tady staklí v Immortalu do piči, jebeti. To je extrém. To je extrém. Hrají ten mens, to už je mrtvý dávno, jebeti. Ruško, to už je mrtvý tak týden. Proč si myslíš, že mini hraje rankery zas? Jak to skončilo stejně jako skončí vždycky. O, Meteor může přijet zpátky. Dobrá hra. Bylo dobrý od té neonky, že? Chtěl jsem říct něco. Ale plnil jsem na to. Nice. Jo, že to začali lidi trolit. Čím ty ten mens byli po piči, hrali to i ty international tier jedničky a tak dále. Došli tam určitý lidé z tier 2. Začali to trolit, přestali to hrát lidi z té jedničky a přestali to hrát všichni. Tak. Klasický pattern. Všech těch hubů, co vždycky vzniknou, ale každý rok. Všech tady byla liga normálně, byla liga i na Faceitu. Ten DH trolí dneska, ale. A i tak to skapalo. Protože lidi začali trolit. To prostě... Jak tam nejsou žádný ceny, tak je to hotový. Ten ranked má aspoň minimálně nějakou cenu, vole, těch statů a ranků. Že ty lidi netrolí fully. Jak který? Co dělá Dich? Bro, I just lick my dick. I just lick my dick. Lacy, I just lick my dick.
He's just getting punished time and again. The flash haunt combos are too much for him to be able to stand up against.
Needs some help, really, doesn't he?
It puts MIBR in a weird spot too, because when you're in a 4v5 like that, you don't know whether you really want to run in and help and try to burn your ultimate.
GTU museli extrémně trolit na defendu, aby to nedoklepali tu mapu by the way, jakože extrémně.
Hoping that he can save it here in a spot like this. Does adjust the aim in time. He's gone down, and it's a big map, so he might be able to save it.
But T1 need the last round. Last round of the half here, and it's desperation already, and they've lost the ult. They've lost the ult.
Oh, there's no way they're gonna get to
it. Safe.
You're right though. They need this last round. They need it now.
Radši vůbec.
It's just overwhelming. Just the opening B setup. Just a
papání za chvilku je tady. Ten je totálně zlomený, ten DH, totál. Je byl den? Po piči ten, co tvůj. Nebo jakoby... Chápeš. Můj den zatím se stal tak... Z 1/3, kámo. Můj den je jakoby z 1/3 zatím jakoby oddenovaný, chápeš? Takže jako bude popíčit ten. Přesně šmicním. Je tak, kámo, jsem real. Kdy máš recovery, Paťas, ty hlavo, šišata. Mám se podívat na tebe? Jako recovery od T1 jako 4-8. 4-8 je jediný playable, vole, ty, co mohli, kámo, dát, no. A i tak to je over, kámo. I tak to je over. 96 recovery, ale hovno, kámo. Kolik si spal, jako?
It's rough to see him not quite perform out there, but two big ones towards the end. Maybe that'll reset his mental for the next and most critical half.
Definitely potential for it. Maybe it's salvageable here for T1, but for now we're going to send it down to the stage for a nice and quick interview.
Jdu se podívat. Byl jsem se jeden zlapatou okolo školy, takže nic moc. Jsi je uklízel? Samso. Klasický Samso prostě. Samsung.
Bah, tout d'abord, c'est l'aura des joueurs, de toute façon. Leur merch qui est incroyable. Et le fait que, quoi qu'il arrive, ils sont toujours dangereux en game.
Ok, une belle triade effectivement. So yeah, first of all, I think the competitiveness of the players. Like even if they're going down, they're gonna battle for the victory. Second one is the merch, and lastly the aura. And I think it goes for both games for T1, of course. And second question, we are used to seeing you getting a bit mad in ranked and stuff, but we see
mad in ranked and stuff.
Having a good time. So what makes Valorant the best game?
Vůb, Míšo, ten že jo, je to sranda.
En ranked, mais ici, t'as l'air de passer un très
bon moment.
Je pense que tout le monde rage en ranked, ça c'est pas une exception. Mais en tout cas, quand je regarde un match de Valo, moi je prends toujours du plaisir. Même les petites équipes peuvent gagner contre les grandes, etc. Et c'est ce qui fait que ce jeu, en tout cas, il est toujours plaisant à se regarder et tout, etc. Donc voilà.
So yeah, what I like about Valorant esports is that any team can beat any team, right? The underdog story, we have many of those, and even though everyone is getting a bit crazy in rank, that's also part of the game, and I think you are right on this. And let's see if the Sammy buff will be enough for T1 to come back on Corrode.
They need every bit of help they can possibly get here, because T1, down in the doldrums, down by 4 rounds, a pistol round, goes without saying, they need it.
We don't know really how good they're going to be on the attack side. Take a look at Leaf. He's going to be one of the players that has to fend off the double duelist on the other side of things. And he has had Meteor's number, hasn't he? 740 damage dealt. Meteor, double Masters winner, double MVP. He'll be bitterly disappointed if this champs run ends this early because he's competing with people like Leaf.
Exactly, man. I mean,
you know, the big races, the big picture kind of stuff of best players in the world.
Co tady čtu? Počkej, tady jsou nějaký dlouhý zprávy, jen tak z ničeho nic, počkej.
T1 have had that highest of highs. Now looking at potentially the lowest of lows.
Vašku, teď jsem dostal k přítelkyni, její YouTube po tom, co jsem byl v práci a díky tobě jsem zaspal. Ve 3:40 jsem vypínal stream a protože jsem u AČR, já jsem i 40 kluků, tak ať jen víš. Pěkně, kámo, vidíš to? Fitness si pušnul díky tomu. Jeden fitness, co to je AČR? Jako armáda České republiky, jo? Ty kokos. Tak to je ještě málo 40, kámo. To 100 si měl dát.
Let's connect. Well, it's going to be slowed down here. These players are trying to hard anchor into their spot. Jorgamo is also hard committed.
Tuhle ta pozička na pistolky je actually goated, chat. Tady tu pozičku na pistolky úplně kolikátý a to nasype vždy.
Plant is down for them. That's the only thing they got. Izu and Meteor are going to have to really step up.
Kolik hodin spíš, Míšo, denně? Ti řeknu, kolik máš recovery. Ojojoj. 3-4? 3-4. 3-4, kámo. Mikey. Jako dobrý, no jsem trochu zklamaný z T1, abych pravdu řekl. T1 jako... Buď jsou G2 jako fakt next level. Buď jsou G2 jako fakt insane, nebo jsou T1 jakoby slabý, no. Protože to ten zápas chat bylo grand finále Master, co to bylo, Bangkok? Ono to bylo Bangkok, kámo, to bylo grand finále BO5, kámo, nejvíc intense. To ty dva týmy. A to byly podobně složený, kámo, či? G2 byli stejný a T1, kámo, nevím, kolik tam je lidí jinak, ale... 5,5 hodiny spíš, tak to bys měla červený čísla, no to bys měla červený čísla, jako.
Perfect first bullet accuracy. Aim punches Meteor immediately. No response. No chance.
Aha, ok, Luky, zajímavý. Zajímavý. Kurva, jídlo mi volá.
Some people talking about them just farming an easy region in America.
Dobrý den, Steska.
They're out here doing it against some of the teams too.
Děkuji.
That judge trying to make good work with it as well. Thinking about pulling out the util, but it leaves him just down easy. He does pick it back up, but again, not long for the world in a spot like that.
Ten Virpu aktuálně, a Energy mě zachránil, teď se uženčil. Kolik jsi spal? Kolik jsi spal, pane Ačer? Aspas playoff? Jo, plně vyhraje dneska Aspas. Jakoby... Hodilo by se, kdyby vyhrál, řekněme to takhle. Hodinu a půl jsi spal? Je to není spánek, ale to není spánek. To není spánek ani do píče. Jak jako červený. Mě to doporučuje dneska, abych šel spát, že 10 hodin, abych šel spát ve 3 a vstal v 1. Abych byl fully recovered z dnešního horšího spánku, kdy jsem spal 6,5 hodiny jsem spal dneska. Tam mi to dalo, že mám 35% recovery. Ono to snímá všechno možný, jakoby, takže je to celkem legit. Čováka, když to vidí můj tep, můj okysličení krve, jak jsem se budil, můj stres, pičovinky. Brbe.
He's out in the open when he's drawn this, no? Guy does not care. Right from mid. DH should be able to get a free kill. Only the box covering. Yeah, there it is. So, punish inside. 2v2 now. T1 have themselves an in.
Slowly moving around the map. Stacks and DH. They might hear that footstep over towards A. It's only the clone. Jorg's got an outlaw, so both of these players with full armor don't have too much to worry about. They should be able to get a spike plant down, but Jorg can be nasty in these kind of spots, and any damage is going to be tough for T1 to recover from. They need 6 rounds just to get the gap back.
Yeah. Plant down now. If you're T1, you've got to be thinking 1 round at a time is how you take it. Guns picked up and reclaimed. Bit of a recycling operation here, but it's all watched for and managed by DH with Leaf and Jorgamo put to dust. So T1, they survive, 2 players intact, 2 guns going into the next tier. You do have to take it, thinking about it, 1 round at a time, 1 step at a time.
G2 had so many things going on in this round. The fight over towards A, the stack, going back, re-clearing down mid. T1 a lot slower to respond. Still came out the better of it towards the end, but not inspiring too much confidence. Meteor's 1 away from an ultimate, though, that could be extremely important in a round like this.
Over the top of the horn, there's no real posturing here from G2 over towards B main, so they have the opportunity. A lot of Utah being sent in for the wide exit, but no coverage here. Jorgamo, he can just tuck himself into the shed. Picks out DH like it's nothing, and that's no more smokes available now for T1. Play disadvantage, get themselves onto the site. Not giving a plan to Meteor, he's not going to have his ult for the next.
I don't know why Meteor doesn't play for ults more often, but never mind.
Yeah, we're going to see a fight taken anyway out towards Link. That's a stun connecting. Slowing him down, they really want to take this fight towards him. Trent, he's in a bit of damage.
Bolo extremist mám. Co dal?
And that's salt in the wounds at this point.
Co dal?
3 kills. He was complaining about all of them coming from the pistol rounds. After this, I don't think that's going to be the case.
A to je crazy, že nemají jakoby problém na defendu ani když nemají sentinela prostě.
Circles are deaf here and denying any chance of.
Na to ty mapy to ani není potřeba, jak to je prostě 3 dírky, no 3 dírky.
Stacks can feel it slipping away, can't he? Individually not having the world's greatest game.
Fashion Vašek, co? Proč fashion?
DRX, for example, domestic rivals of T1.
Jako pro tebe to je podle mě strašně dobrý, to. Pane Ačer, co je na účtě Andrea. Já lidi to nosí normálně na bicáku, no. Nevím proč, ale...
Little details going to miss.
Very far amiss, because now onto an eco round and you essentially have to give G2 match
lineups. A to ukážou celý, ale...
Trying to really just send it flying forwards.
Insta ho zničili.
Bungee cord going to be springing his players right back, but Meteor might be able to get it done. That's a Sheriff. Makes it sing up towards mid, and that's a wide face as well, setting them up for success with these fights. T1.
Kamo, co dělají s tím lobajem?
Yeah, the thrifties are working for them, aren't they?
Maybe that's part of the key as well, just trying to
Thrifties.
more, taking those risks, making sure to cover those angles, and he's even got a bit of backup. TH going to be joining him.
Big scraps.
Sidestepping,
looks like
overcommit into this. Hold on, that gun picked up. There's a good punish in sight. 1v4 for Jonah. Spot like this. Back is open though to Izu. He'll deliver it. It's execution style here. Massacre Thrifty for T1.
It's the second one that I remember on this map. So that's at least a third of the rounds for T1 coming off the back of winning Thrifties. And maybe it's to do with the pace like you're talking about, Brent. You just need to be playing with a little, I don't know, more...
less respect.
Yeah, more whimsy.
Yeah.
Na cvičení bráně je to hodně ideálnější na bizecu než na vristu. Jako na tom je právě do té ruce, kámo, to padá, vole, trochu při cvičení, no na to musíš utáhnout, tak piča. Piča! Koupeš se s tím? Ne, jakoby můžeš se s tím koupat, ale kámo, ono je to napůl, ono to je napůl jakoby... Jako ta látka a napůl guma zevnitř. Prostě to je jako guma napůl. A kámo, to je tak nechutný, když to namočí. Jednou jsem to udělal a už vůbec. A četl jsem na netu, že taky lidi jako, že to sundavají, vole, na sprchování se a tohle to je to schnedloho jak svině, je to sliský, kámo. Ne to, sundavám to, no. Na chviličku.
Distant memory of lifting the trophy at Bangkok will remain just that. And more chances for them to do it further into the tournament. It's G2's time. The entire year has been building up to them lifting trophies.
Jinak, kamo, kraťasy, vole, jsou normálně...
On the international stage.
Kamo, nech tam ukázat. Tak, normálně, kamo, Kevin Klein, vole, normální kraťasy, kamo. Nechtěl líknout nic. Nevím, kámo, mám to tady normálně z jejich shopu z Plzně. Je to to samé jako Aura Ring, basically. Missnul slide, nebo co to bylo? W bimbal? Nechtěl jsem líknout my D. To se nehodí úplně, vole.
Pacey stuff by T1. Compalowers and even a Nightfall committed. Feel how tenuous this is. They want to hold on to any lead they possibly have. Give no possibility for G2 to get back in with Jorgamo done. Drop back to that spectator seat. Bit of spam and a salvos though into the appropriate corner again, but it is that 2v4.
Máte žolt, to nejdou?
G2 don't want to play for it though.
Both players caught by the Fade ultimate, locked out by a smoke.
Papání, čet, papání. Mám tady brambory. Je se vaří otočka. A ty si hodně nasával to kopium, kamo. Jako chudák Stax, ale ta skupina je skupina smrti. Tam byli Heretics, jo. Ty kokot. A to si necháváš na večer, tyhle ty brambory, kámo. Kousak. Ty kokot. Má to. První itemos. Joj. To si nechám na potom, ale.
This is where the doubts might start to trickle in just a little. You've lost 2 rounds in a row, now your economy's pushed down again. Certainly if they lose another big rifle round. G2, we're going to be talking about
to jsou scraps, kamaráde. Tuhle ty brambory budou mít scraps se mnou.
G2 are trying to gamble on the Thrifty here. They had 4 bodies heading over towards B.
Tady masíčko, volem.
Now that Prowler and Paranoia are coming through, these defenders are going to start running towards Jonah.
Vyhrát jako šlo by? Jen tak, G2? Jo, nedělejte, vole. Nedělejte za gorku, kurva, prostě tam vyšlete 5 hlav ze šerifa a jdeme na Aspase.
They don't respect it. They're going to be sending it flying forwards here. Jonah P could be in a bit of a difficult spot. Stun connection as well. There's connections.
Ještě 4, kámo. Ultinka vybejtěná už. Tady byla špatná ultina, no, oni potřebují každý kolo, ty T1.
Know how good G2 can be with that weaker weaponry.
but they're all retaking from the same position. It normally doesn't work on Corrode.
Dimensional Drift even being committed. He's going to be able to get them all the way in here. This is ult's committed from G2's side of things, even if they don't have the weapons. The Salvo into the corner, spotting out Easy, that's disconnected him from the rest of the pack.
Raketka, kámo. Takže ult.
Shut down onto these G2 players. Their
Už ultí, no. Stuníček, ultina. 2v1, on to vyhraje, ten Stax, ale to vyhraje, no.
T1, stay alive!
Enormous medal reserves there from Stax.
Big scraps.
Popping off in the comms afterwards as well. He had to
stand firm,
to be the pillar for his team to rely on.
Po měsíci krabiček, kámo. Měsíc krabiček a možná uděláme, kámo, swimming pool stream. Ale bude zima, takže hledá, že bych někam cestoval, kámo. Takže ult v piči, to je blbý, no.
Another round where Meteor could get big value out of his ultimate.
What we saying, chat?
Hooked up again. B-man with a pit, drop down, lay it out.
Below
through. So Leaf has
Zimní kapitola.
where T1 are setting their sights. A has been working.
Joru.
They don't want to change it up.
Kurva, to je horký.
Jump spot, you get punished by the waylay.
Almost one of the angles here. Fast lane through. Now here it is. Steel Garden sweeping past. Players going to be committed and weapons torn away from G2.
Takže možná defend bez toho Sentinela není úplně optimální, jak jsem říkal. Tak nakonec našli tam nějakou gapu, Ivan.
G2 are saving these ults for the rainy day. It happens to be now. It's pouring for them. They're going to try and billow out into the back of the side here. Finding some targets. Izu again, hard committed into the corner. Samq's going to be cut away from him here. All comes down to the trades and the shots.
Na kofolu jsem říkal, že Jemkin týden, tak budu na kofolu. A o čtvrtý na Kicku ještě. Další klač, ne. Nice. Jestli tohle na Bahameských money. Já přemýšlím, když jsem naposledy byl u moře, kámo. A napadá mě, když mi bylo tak 11 v Chorvatsku, ale... Jako cestoval jsem, ale nebylo tam nikdy moře involved.
Nice! Comes around the back.
GG.
Grabs two. Pressure on T1, but the economy not good for G2 either. A Stinger, a Judge, and no ults to work with. Yeah. No great ults, to be honest, on either team, but Buzz might still be able to tear some people apart with this one.
And a weaker weaponry hasn't stopped G2 in the past here. This still is the impetus. Every single round counts at this point for T1.
Retrieving flash.
Got to give it their all, otherwise they are done, finished.
4 in a row just to get to overtime.
Yeah.
4 match points here for G2. More than they ever had in the Bangkok Grand Finals, and that was over the course of 5 maps. A banger. This one could close in 2.
I tied a bit of fake presence and pressure coming from T1. They're looking to see if they can pull
rotates
across the map there.
A taky naposledy před rokem a půl už.
Needs to be watched for. A couple of shots as well going either side. No one falling casualty though. And through mid as well. Looks like this is a bit of late delayed pressure. Valens still holding it in the game. The timing's just spotted it.
Yeah.
Bullet's going to be rattling there through the wall though. Buzz who shrugs off the damage. VT, you need to be winning that now. Valen, classic in hand. He's done more than enough damage here with the turn into close proximity. This is really dangerous. T1 are being ripped apart.
Nah, ten DH má nejhorší turnaj života. Ten DH, to je v piči, no.
They put them in the grave and they send them home.
GG.
They qualified for playoffs.
GG, chat. To jsou scraps, no.
Absolutely cold out there. They had swagger and arrogance right from the beginning, G2.
Chudák ten DH, kamo, chudák ten DH.
I think it's slightly better form than T1 were. Coming off the back of 3 domestic titles in Americas and clean up. And I think to some degree dispel those phantoms that were chasing them after not being able to get the trophy in Bangkok that was so close, it was within touching distance, but
Jenom kakuce Vultus, Cyber na letiště.
Dismissing a rival and heading through into the more difficult games in playoffs.
On their spot, that does mean we saying GG, well played to T1. An earlier exit than they hoped for. They've had the highest of highs this year. We were saying it earlier with that Bangkok trophy lift, but they were hoping to at least put up a little bit more.
Yeah, we've seen teams do that where, I mean, I'm thinking about Sentinels, for example, where they
Masters prokletí chat. Jedinej tým, co vyhrál event za poslední rok, tak je tam PaperX. Jinak, kámo, EDG a T1 jdou domů. Dobrý krok si má. Dobrý krok si, Jonah jebe ti. Krok si na stage, vole, tak to je hodně ve stylu, hodně v klidu, kámo. Prostě krok si, kámo. To bebe, hello.
Their Lotus, the form looks really nice.
You got the bracelet and you were comfortable, eh?
But it's the improvement on Corrode. They were talking so much smack today.
They're giving it back, man, a lot.
I mean, that's based on a whiff that Meteor had, I got to imagine. Talking about him getting complacent after winning the bracelet. That's nasty.
That's how much G2 wanted it. Sometimes that can be that double-edged sword, but for now we're going to send it down to the stage for the Verizon post-match interview.
Ty pičo, další kroksy. Týpek z ložnice přišel na stage TikToku, to co je? To co má za outfit ten ty pičo, list? Má full to má na salámu, kámo, nějakou stage. Postava Hermelin, ty si kokot.
Say that, but you know, like there's a lot of good agents in the game and a lot of good adaptability like within our team, so we can play anything, and sometimes it's just easier to just change to abuse like a weakness.
Postava oštěpok, vole.
Pourquoi est-ce que s'adapter rapidement c'est important aux Champions? On a vu G2 qui ont changé leur compo sur Corrode parce que ça marchait pas. Il le dit tout simplement. On a notre marchand sur terreau. Même s'il aime pas que je l'appelle comme ça, on a des forces sur nos agents. On peut jouer des agents.
Nic, kámo, se podívat na intro k dnešnímu dní, vole.
Some players tend to look a little bit like rusty, or maybe it takes time for them to get back on the track. It wasn't the case for you at all. You even seem to be like even better than you were.
Jo, actually, asi jo, Matěj.
I mean, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't have a definitive answer, but you know, I just play low sense and I never really played the game much anyway, so it's not that hard to get back into the server.
So is it low sense, like calm aim, kinda?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, maybe I should try to lower my sense then to shoot as well as you. Donc deuxième question, c'est rare de voir
les joueurs aussi vite. Všichni gatekeepují jak svině.
Il explique tout simplement, j'ai pas une solution miracle, mais ma sense
vidím z nich, kámo, cítím to z nich, všichni gatekeepujou všechno.
Donc c'est pas trop dur de shoot, and last but not least, we know that everyone
100% má stovky hodin na M-trenerech.
Your eyes on for the first round of playoffs. It can be either PaperX, Fnatic or NRG.
Všichni se prostě tváří, kámo, jako že jsou talentovaní, vole, nevím proč.
Domestic matchup was boring, but I mean, I would want to play them in terms of like, you know, we've beaten them so many times, but I mean, both of those seeds are good, like Fnatic or
PaperX.
Yeah, both of those are rematches of Toronto, and I mean, maybe it's a comeback like arc this whole tournament, you know, maybe we'll play one of them.
Would be nice to have some revenge also on your side, of course. Donc dernière question.
Čau, Zenos. To jsou 48 zákonů moci, chat. Actually, to co oni dělají, ale... To je jeden z těch zákonů, co se strašně popularizoval na TikToku a všude na social media, že máš, kámo, dělat, že jsi nonchalantní, všechno je jakoby natural vole, a týpek, že I didn't play the game too much, yeah. I didn't play the game too much, yeah.
MIBR versus RRQ.
It was easy to get back, yeah.
Main. Bro, hey. Sorry, bro. I didn't know where he came from, bro. Yo, Meteor, can you even shoot back or no? Bro, you got the bracelet and you were comfortable, eh? No, guy.
Oh, happy birthday to you!
Co to kurva je? Kdo má narozeniny? No nic. Jak to feeluje? Aspas musí vyhrát.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo.
Vteřinku, podíváme se na intro k dnešnímu dní, jenom přijeme novou stream na pičovinky. Vašek investoval do Aspase? Ne, kámo. Vašek investoval do G2 MIBR? Možná. Děkuju, Mejky. Musím se to trochu osvěžit, kámo, to koukám. Roblox, kámo, Roblox. Tak, náhled streamu změněný, všechno ready. Jo. Hodinky. Intro dnešnímu dní, chat. G2 wants revenge. OK.
Going through a loss like this is really sad. I'm gonna do everything that I can to be sure that it's not gonna happen again.
This is it. The final chance to prove ourselves. We do or die trying.
Už byl dobrý, kámo.
I would say it went really well for MIBR in Masters Toronto. I feel like they improved a lot. Very excited to play against them.
We just got murdered on that tournament. We didn't play like ourselves. Now I'm playing more like how I need to play. In the next match I'm gonna be a better Cortesia.
See you in the server and hopefully we have a good game.
Just one of us is going to the next phase. I'm confident that's gonna be us.
Musím říct, že cením ale, že MIBR znamená, že Made in Brazil, kamo. Imagine, že prostě koukáš nějaký tým.
Aleš si dal co? Párek. Půlku párku s půlkou rohlíku.
A byl by, že MICZ.
Obávaný predátor v prérii.
Predátor v prérii, ty Magore, děkuji za 500 jangů, ty blázne. Jsem rád, že G2 vyhráli, samozřejmě jsem jejich největší fanoušek. Roz výhry mého oblíbeného týmu Cup. Tak jak? Cup nebo no cup? Tak jak, Moraváko? Díky moc za huge donos zíny, ty blázne. Klasický Blood prostě chodí do práce, aby to pak posílal po streamech. Doufám, že ta ruka bude v pohodě. A vysvětlím mi ty G2.
At the beginning of the year, we faced T1 in the Masters Bangkok Grand Finals.
Thank you. Ještě ty Grand Finals byli tak close a že vyhráli T1.
Being so close to greatness. I thought about that moment often and even. Jo,
takhle. To jsme na podobné vlně, Moravákos. Tak potom dobrý, to si jakoby tedy, ty jsi vydělal 10, tak to chápu,
Like little micro details you could have done different. Little clutches that could have went your way. And it didn't. You ripped that trophy away from G2. Now, it's your turn.
G2, 너넨 방콕에서 2등했지만 우리 1등. 하지만 우리 좀 더 강해졌어. 미안해. 배우면서 성장하는 게 저희 팀의 컬러이기 때문에.
Some may think that G2 doesn't want to face T1, but for me, this is a wish come true. I've been waiting for this moment, and I think we're in the best form ever to get this revenge.
G2는 이제 옛날부터 되게 강팀이라 생각했고 우승 후보라고 생각할 수 있는 팀이라고 생각합니다. G2를 만났을 땐 스팅어를 조심해야겠다 생각합니다.
Let's go, boys!
저번에는 늦게 이겼지만 이번에는 빠르게 이겨줄게.
Nice. Tohle je poslední video. S těma záběrama, by the way, na další videa už budou dělat jako nový záběry a všechno. Budou nový média, nový proslovy, pičovinky. Těším se, jak jsem měl ty playoff videjka. Budou top. Světe doporučuje YouTube za videa, by the way. Pravda o Zemjákov, kterou ti nikdo nepovedal. Kamo. Hoď do piči se Zemjákov.
Time to see if Pacific could hit back with RRQ versus MIBR. Now, a lot of stories play, so I want to play a game of agree or disagree. I'm going to give you guys a statement. You two let me know if you agree or disagree. And you guys at home play along as well, especially you, Melange and Alexis. I know you guys are watch partying. Hey, girls. Hey, girls, my faves. Hi. Let's just start with a very strong statement right out the gate. That MIBR have proved that they do indeed deserve to be a champs.
MIBR proves they deserve to be a champs.
Nice. Simple agree. Yeah, I think agree. I think that it would be a strong agree if there were a comment absolutely.
To be a champs. I
have a lot to see, but I think that we're
be the champs.
Very happy. I think that the way that we're seeing how they're conducted.
And obviously the dawn of this narrative is that they're the only team who made it here without even playing playoffs for stage 2 in their own region after losing in the group.
Halus, kámo, oni nebyli ani v playoff a jsou na Champions, chápeš? To je jaká halus. To je fakt halus, kámo.
Clear game plans. You watch every map of theirs and you see the intent behind the comp. Second, I think the team is playing very well together. They're trading, they're making less like little dumb mistakes that kind of look like it's just comms being off. All those things that just snowballed their stage 2. And finally, their players are back in really good form. So I think absolutely they proved to be a team the caliber of this tournament.
That leads me to the next statement, of course, which is Aspas is back. Have we seen enough? Is he back?
I think I'm just gonna go.
To znamená vůbec, že je back.
As well. I think that this is a difficult statement because.
To znamená, jestli je back nebo není back.
Aspas are we waiting to see the one that is #1 in the world? Like, is that what we can see that he is back? I think that the performance that we are seeing for him is enough for us to trust that this is not obviously not going to be a repeat of what we saw in the previous tournament. This kind of plays, this kind of set rounds that make him shine might lead to that moment where he's actually back in capital letters.
And I think that. I'm really
hraje dobře, ale
like going between disagree and agree, like likely either way. But I think
to je lepší dualisti na tom turnaji.
Disagree right now because I think that I agree. He's playing excellently. He's one of the big reasons why the team has started to turn around. But I still really believe that I need to see more from Aspas.
But do you think it's also because his ceiling is very high?
And that's exactly it, right? Like I think any other duelist player that showed up and was playing as well as him, you're immediately lauding that they're in like peak form. But for Aspas, you know that there's.
Má oranžovou artisanku taky, by the way. To je nejčastější podložka na ten turnaj, přijď tam oranžová artisanka, kámo, co má tady ve skříni.
And speaking of Aspas, Genly caught up with him a little bit earlier.
Rozhovor s Aspasem, tak to bude, kámo, strašně plný emocí. Ukáž?
Aspas. Now, Aspas, when it comes to facing RRQ, it looks like there's a contrast in styles.
A bunda je dobrá, no.
The contact plays,
má si měl koupit, kurva.
They like to play a more disciplined, a more structured. So, do you feel like this changes the way you guys will be approaching the game today?
Maybe it can change a little bit, but we're gonna focus on ourselves. But we're gonna keep in mind the fact that they are a very aggressive team.
Can't wait to see it. It's gonna be a bloodbath, right? A lot of aim duels.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very fun game.
Excited for that.
Dobrý rozhovor.
No, Aspas is never wrong. I agree with him. I think it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be fun. But he said that, you know, RRQ, they're aggressive. But I think the next statement in agree to disagree
Mikinu,
RRQ, they are just
too
slow to adapt. Do you agree with that statement or disagree?
I'm a disagree. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit.
Náhradník, takže se jakoby, už jsem si říkal, že už stačí. Jediný, co jsem nekoupil, je ta bunda a chytričko.
I would take it to mean within these games, because you think about the game where they lost, right, where they go up against a Fnatic who shows 2 brand new compositions. Yes, they struggle to deal with that one.
Jau Sasky, nepojedu do Paříže.
Who also showed a new comp in that game, and I think they did do a better job.
Ty roomky tam jsou extrémně omezený a bez roomky tam nepojedu, chápeš?
A lot more just about being a team that doesn't have a huge global experience and sometimes being slower to figure out into these games. But I don't feel like it's necessarily like any way bigger issue than with other teams.
Chci to zažít RL až tu dobu, co tam budu moc streamovat. Vyzkoušej ten Chamberlain, jo, kámo. Uvidím, jaký to bude, jestli to budu nosit, anebo jestli to bude tady vyset, kámo, vedle Reot Gambady. Ale koble jsem to, no. To je poprvé, co udělali nějakou takovouhle akcesory, vole, a vypadalo to docela dobře, aj? Ale je to takový 50 centovský chain trošku, no. Ale tak chápeš, na streamu, když to budu nosit, tak to nebude jakoby... Jakože jsem 50 cent, ale my budeme ti, co ví, že tam jsou jakoby chamber ability, chápeš? To chamber ability, kamo. Jo, Sasky, ale to je v Berlíně, to je něco jiného, kámo. To je regionální tier 1 zápas. Tohle je světový tier 1 zápas, chápeš? Ani z ligy se tam nedostal. To je crazy, že z ligy tam nemá spot. Ani z ligy mu nedali spot, prostě. Zpátky v rap kariéře. S asijským featuringem.
Now that he has done it, now that he has seen himself and what he can do with the team, he just needs to repeat that. So I'm going to go with agree, but not with a strongly agree, because if he wins today, then very strongly agree.
I'm a very soft agree. I think he can actually do better. He's already done really well, but I think his ceiling is even higher.
That he needed to unleash was meant.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. We also wanted to hear from Kushi, of course. This is how he is feeling ahead of today's match.
Kushi.
Hey guys, Jen here with Kushi of RRQ. Kushi,
a
lot of aggression from him today, but you guys are used to playing teams like that, you know, back in Pacific, for example. So, how confident are you in matching up with the firepower of MIBR? Are you guys ready?
Jemkin a Jacket budou koupit na místě v Paříži. Určitě. Určitě, tam jsou vždycky, kámo.
And also, we'll be ready to shoot back, and let's hope MIBR is ready for us also.
Shoot back?
Can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Jim nasterou na hlavu. Je to gecko tričko, co mám?
Hello Kushi, hi.
To gecko tričko, co mám, tak jako by nešlo koupit online, to mi vadí 23, přivezl Spike z Ameriky. Tam toho je víc vždycky na místě. No, mělo by.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I'll go strongly.
What's your
say?
Verno most important player.
So I think that he is important, but to me and what I've been seeing on the stage, it's not just him. I understand his importance, but to me, I could see MIBR win in other ways without him. Does that make sense? So that's why I strongly disagree. To me, seeing Cortesia,
týpek koluje.
all of them, seeing Aspas having those kind of rounds, like Verno is important. Do not get me wrong.
Však koluje a dropuje plus 20, kámo. Actually Verno je podle mě nejdůležitější článek toho, proč ty MIBR hrajou tak, jak hrajou, kámo. Ty jsou tak clueless do píči. Týpkovi je 19 nebo kolik? Ty MIBR byl lost, tak ho dali na IGL, vole. Týpek dropuje tady prostě druhýho, vole, v tabulce se supportem plus 20.
and also being kind of a
Ale není nejdůležitější, jasně, Bejku.
And with fraud, I think he's really important as kind of a balancing force in that regard, even if he's not putting up the same like crazy numbers as.
Kde je nejdůležitější? Aspas je nejdůležitější?
He does have his games, and in that way, I think because of the way the team changed after his addition, I do want to give a lot of credit to him for what he's brought to.
Za co jako? Aspas nemluví, ti říkám ani.
It has to be a team. It has to be a five thing, and I think that's why I disagree.
I can't even imagine the kind of team that would want to remove Verno to start with.
Yeah.
But I have progressed from coming into this tournament thinking, am I a believer, to I am a believer. I really believe in MIBR. Apparently, so do you guys.
Yeah, I went for them. Again, I'm going to mention it again. I think
Mimi a Jinsu fandí MIBR. Come on, fellas.
Need a good salesman, and for me, he has done it. Also, the confidence that we are seeing, the turnaround, to me is everything.
But also RRQ, I think that they really impressed in that last game. We finally saw Jemkin in the form we've been waiting to see at a global event. RRQ looks ready. This to me is just a 50-50, Sue.
Well, it's the last match of the group stage and the last chance.
Nikdo nemají nechty udělaný. Ukažka kuku ještě.
MIBR have already RRQ are finding their form. Let's find out who will punch the final ticket to playoffs.
Ten nemají nějaký ten outfit rule. Mám rád oba týmy. A však tady ti RRQ tě vyprcali na Red Bull Campus klači, kámo. Neboj se fandit teďko proti nim. No nic, dáme hlasovačku.
7 teams have already made it out of groups, and they are waiting to see which one out of MIBR or RRQ will be joining them. Welcome to the final match before playoffs.
Yeah, and for RRQ, making it to playoffs will be a different kind of statement. They had to prove themselves globally. They did it the other day, but this would be the next step in their careers.
Yeah, look at RRQ starts us off on the Corrode, then we go to the Abyss. I'm very interested about this Abyss, especially with MIBR being the team to pick it. I was quite impressed with how RRQ was so that feels like
Corrode Abyss, Abyss papal.
An incredibly exciting head-to-head between Jemkin and Aspas.
I think that we are seeing this a lot, which is like.
Oba jsme zkušen to progovali, takže cháber. Kde je Kuši a kde ty? Actually si myslím, že Paťas vydělá víc než Kuši, takže. Patě nikdy nešlo o čísla, takže jakoby Paťa vyhrál. Basically.
Then probably that is one of the reasons why RRQ decided to go to Corrode. I'd be super down to some Whaley Neon action.
Yeah, they were playing that in the region, haven't shown it yet here at Champions, but we've seen just how good that comp is from some of their other Pacific colleagues like DRX running a similar composition there. It's going to be a pretty different style from MIBR, who also runs the Waylay, but has that agent solo playing like the double initiator.
Má menší procento recovery? Jako to má i Brian Johnson dneska oproti tobě, ty šulina, vole. Já se jdu podívat na tvůj profil okamžitě, co jsi tam provedl, vole.
I also love that you mentioned we haven't seen it yet, because I know Frost is watch partying. I bet he remembers that Corrode.
Ukaž strain. Kamoško, jak máš menší strain než já, mi řekni by the way. Jak máš menší strain než já v aktuální formě, kdy nechodím, kámo, do gymu, cvičím minimálně a sedím u kompu 14 hodin denně right now. Jak mám únavu těla vyšší než ty kokotko? Co ty jakoby děláš, mi řekni, Paťas. Co ty děláš, kámo? Kolik máš jako dneska strain? Co to je HRV? Proč máš 131 HRV a já 36? Co to je?
Match where I think the big story for most people watching from home is Jemkin versus Aspas, one of Pacific's best duelists versus a player who a lot have described as the GOAT of that role. But this first map is going to put the focus more on
7,5 hodiny spánku si měl, no ty jsi zmrdeček prostě.
So Jemkin's job becomes a lot lot more, double dashing in, getting info, and refracting. Wow. So I think a lot of pressure on Monyet.
Ty máš ještě málo těch, vole. Ty tam máš ještě málo statistik asi. Ty průměry tvoje jsou takový divný, vole. Musíš to nosit pořádně. Furt. Teď mezi tebou ve spánku a při normálním přes den. Jak tam můžeš mít rozdíl 130? Jak máš rozdíl mezi tepem 130, ty kokot? To máš kolik tep, když spíš 30? A přes den 160? To je za hovno. Ty máš 131 a já mám 36, kámo. What the actual fuck? A resting heart rate? Resting heart rate mám 60 a ty 50, kámo. Co si o tom mám myslet? Ten co si to mám myslet, kámo. A zase mi ukazuje, že mám blood oxygen low. To je, kámo, proč mám blood oxygen low 89%? Takže jsou mi 9 rad, nebo co? Herové hard rate variability. Takže týpek měl prostě nejvyšší rozsah takhle daleko, chápu. Ok, tak to dává smysl, Sasky, to dává smysl. Říkám, já teďko cvičím minimálně a když spím, tak mám hard rate tak 60, no.
Whatever you want to bring, I do actually agree with what Bay was talking about though. In terms of the fade in the mid round, I think there's way more possibilities.
Napojte to klidně, nebo co všechno tam můžete ukrást mi, to je asi v pohodě, ne? Já vám pošlu tady kód do chatu. Kdo to máte, jak to napojíte schválně. Můžete mě někdo vykříšník. Kde vykříšník? Tady někde v chatu. Chci přidat komand.
I guess we have to see proofs in the pudding, right?
Absolutely. I think here starting on Corrode. You'll see Crazy Guy gonna catch the info early, but stacked up behind this for MIBR.
No nic, druhá hra dne. Focus.
Already bodies coming back through from mid as well. No contact found just yet.
No, quite deep into this already. Made good progress. RRQ's gonna be careful to not getting kind of caught.
Hned se na to fokusnu a tady napíšu ten kód, napojte to klidně, černý kolik tam je. Tam není ani žádná ta, ne? Tam není žádný omezení. Je to napojte, chat. Co vás tam, že tak budu něco ptát, kámo. Aspas ale, za 2, jedem. Double peak. Xpero versus Aspas. Aspas. Jaký má nervy, ne, Xpero? Tak toho tam můžete vidět o mě, vy zmrdí, vole. Tam vidíte to docela dost. Jakože ty activities, já to ani už nezapisuju, by the way, jo, to se jako nemyslete, že jsem se jen 4krát hejbal za měsíc, to prostě, vole... Mám v píči. Musím klikat, to bude moc času. Co všechno vidíte? No nevím, kdo máte VOOP, tak napojte. Co Orening to asi nejde napojit. No.
Yeah, okay. RRQ are gonna need to lock in on this one, I'm gonna be honest. It looks like MIBR are firing, right? Like, they look pretty sharp at this. Aspas already confident aplenty, but not on his own. Obviously set into motion by the rest.
Kompozičně, by the way, interesting. Sova. Čovakua. A 2 vejlejky, no, vejlej je prostě meta.
No, just looking to deny progress. Verno with the dart though will figure out that that's just
objevil ho. Cortésia.
And he's been doing so well. Like, as much as I hate the hype man discussions, he's actually coming into his own in that way too. Aspas, big farm there as well. Only 2 away from the ult at the very end. It's a great progress between the two of them. And I liked what
no, nesavil ten Phantom.
I don't want to just say a hype man, but he is kind of giving it a bit. This team now has a bit more oomph to it. Because, like, look, Aspas is like insane presence in the server, but this guy's kind of chill, right? He'll just like knock the chair back,
every time out, horizontal.
Yeah, like he's not up there giving it, but I kind of like you have that back and forth between the two.
Co dělal?
No. I don't actually think they did recover the rifle that stopped in the corner, but not going to. I think it was a Guardian and 2 rifles invested into the.
Cortésia, jakou tomu hraje Sheriff.
There was a couple of Sheriffs on the board, but now a chance for RRQ to find a response here in round 3. A slight advantage, but Aspas.
Proč se posral?
Man, that's clean from Verno as well, but a really good response from Monyet. Controlling towards top.
Monyet. Joj, Cortés, vole.
You can't miss. This guy is dialed in today. It's a 3v3. All rifles now remaining with MIBR as well, and obviously RRQ, that precious first purchase. This guy's on 6-1. He's got a lot of space for them. Spotting out Crazy Guy over towards Con. And he's actually bullied him off that.
I was going to say, dare I say that was a Sheriff, that was a kill.
Yeah, honestly.
Unable to pin it down with the rifle here, but RRQ with a...
Když plantne Aspas, tak má ultinu. Dá mu bombu. Ty mu dá bombu ten Žoman. Asi ne.
He's actually sat so much deeper than he doesn't need help on the
Goated timing, goated crosshair by the way. Ten cross je tak zábavný, kámo. Ten cross mě baví nejvíc ze všech crossů, to je insane. Je divně clean prostě.
What a great call there.
Yeah, the freeze absolutely perfect from MIBR. 3 survived.
7-0 má Aspas, ty kokot. Nic, no, Pablo měl pravdu. Pablo prostě mi tady vydělává na důchod.
We call it 7-0. Ahead of Cortésia, obviously.
On neviděl přes něj.
I mean, I'll be here for it if we get another Aspas Farmville.
1-3-2-0 je ten cross. Mám ho na trackeru. Na trackeru daný 3 crossy, jeden z nich je tenhle, podle mě. Akorát v černým a to už změníš, to už zvládneš. Pablo, hele, dáš mi k tomu prosím tě tatarku? Těm zableným hranolkám. Jako tohle je hotovo. Tohle je hotovost.
MIBR created it, drew 4 towards the A side of the map at the start of round 4.
Proxiku, ne.
It could be, but then also you've had that 1-2 punch, right? You've had Aspas now opening mid. Where's the response from Cortésia? I'm waiting for this now. You know, he's got to catch up.
Příkladem samozřejmě.
It's a close pinch on the other
to je, Pablo.
side, and Aspas gonna continue this.
Či plánuje Aspas umřít tu hru, nebo ne?
Give somebody else a chance.
The Waylay buff kind of did unlock. It feels like kind of when it was being discussed this.
Jako Pablo, ty jsi hodně hluboko. Ty jsi hodně hluboko. Ty chodíš chlapům prostě na streamy, abys zjišťoval. Však i já, když jsem hrál s tím Westsidem, ty idiote, jsi mi tady psal. Prostě nejsem Westsidem, jestli plánuje zítra vyhrát. Jak jsi jebnutej, kámo, jak jsi jebnutej. Prostě zeptej se ho, jestli plánujeme vyhrát, kámo. Já vyhrál, vole. Jak jsem viděl ten klasickým šerifem, co mi tam dal ten Westside, tak... Čím na to, vysere náboj, ale druhým zabije stejně, to je top. Ne, prostě to je top, jako. To je topinka CZ18, kámo.
Trailing by 4 now, RRQ back on a purchase, no ultimates on the cards just yet. The top of the board being Monyet with just 2.
Jak je na tom hlasování? 85% MIBR, 15% RRQ. Ale přijde mi cool, nebo zajímavý, i tady v Česku jakoby jsou lidi, kteří fandí prostě RRQ. Jakoby z nějakého důvodu jsou jim třeba sympatický nebo něco, že si najdou to svý v tom týmu. Vidíš tady Henky v chatu, prostě full fanoušek.
MIBR once more will pause. Snakebite will go in.
To nechápu, Pablo, jak už je Buky nemá tyhle informace. Matematicky, kámo, mi to nematematicky. Aspasíňo cappuccino? Hezky jedeš, bomby. Jo, tak PaperX chápu, Mari, já nemám taky rád PaperX. Ale RRQ je úplně underground tým, že jo? Pro nás. Čechy. Tam nejznámější pro mě je ten Moniet kvůli tomu, že hrál za PaperX. And an opportunity for RRQ, who grab on nevadí, chlapi. Nevadí.
Let it drop and then kind of have that grand reveal moment, but yeah, completely off timing there. RRQ pounce on the opportunity to find their first.
They were hungry for that as well.
Yeah,
any chance?
Again, you mentioned the recon, but I'm not sure if it's another util cooldown they're waiting on here. But yeah, Verno's all the way out of this. Yeah.
I mean, the others were all blind. That was all four.
Line-up dobrý, čet, ale to se mi hodí na ranked.
I mean, you can see both of the stuns going, or obviously the hinder, and the stun. Typically, you'd have a stun bouncing off, coming back into that corner, so anybody avoiding the paranoia is still obviously, I guess, in a way, affected by something.
A Kajo na Korou začíná být taky docela meta, vole, nebo možná, že už je, akorát jsem behind, ale jakože Kajo Korou je dobrá chcíplotina, kámo. Ten nožík zátak tady do toho linku je tak annoying, kámo. Že za ty defendery tam prostě... To je extrémní counter hlavně na Joru a na tu Veilej, kámo. Prostě nemůžeš portnout zpátky s těma duelistama. Dostaneš ten nožík. Jsi insta v piči. Týmy tě hrajou kloub na Korout, ne, to jsou prostě jakoby... Já nevěřím tomu winratu tý kloub na rankerech, to je nějak buglí prostě, to hrajou API nebo něco, nějaký prostě staty, jsou jeblí, protože kámo... Ne, to prostě jako... Retardi, jako vypikují tu kloub over omena na Korout třeba, jako na high elu, ale... Na low elu, I don't know. Ale prostě... Nevím, kámo. Kdyby musel filmnout smoky, tak možná pěknou klouf, ale jenom kvůli jako zábavnosti, no. A když seš fakt vyhrávat, kámo, tak prostě jdeš toho omena, ne?
Unwilling to relent from it, and Kushi just gets beheaded. They still know there's another on this side of the site as well. Monyet tries to make some presence known to himself, puff up the chest, look a little intimidating, but the rest of MIBR are coming his way. 1 HP! This man is desperate for some help, but he gets it. 11 seconds now.
Co? Teď umřel ještě 4 než píkl ten Verno, ne?
Now in, but Jemkin alive.
What?
Big stuff from this man. He's far off still.
Yeah, basically played out of this round now. It's going to be heroics from Crazy Guy, if anything, for RRQ, and now Jemkin, the point, has to hold on to this. MIBR are looking just so in control of the timing of these rounds in terms of when the aggressions come in, when to push forwards.
I wanted to compliment that. You're bang on with what I saw. It's that kind of ability to scale up. They get a little info on maybe noting where Monyet was, and then.
Ale není nejvíc klíčový hráč ten Verno, to se neboj. Vyhrávají na ataku 5-1 absolutním stompem, masterclassem. Kouluje to týpek na support agentovi a ale nemá největší impact z týmu. Ne, nemá, kámo.
Just like good calling, good approach, good spacing.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about, yeah.
What?
10 seconds left. I guess 1 HP.
Yeah, he saw the player going, oh right, yes.
Jak je style GL? Jo, nemladší jak mini, no.
And look, for RRQ, it's not been the start.
Jo, přišel poplácat, vole.
Their choice coming in like this. you'll expect this to be a competitive look from MIBR. Obviously, I think MIBR so far, if I'm not wrong, is sitting at 100%.
Jo, Radmex, to nic nevypovídá, ale to nevypadá vůbec nic, no. Protože čum, každý mu ten event sedne jinak. Některé týmy schválně fumblenou ty playoff, aby měli víc času, jako třeba Fnatic. To dělají permanentně celou dobu, vždycky. A... No prostě někdo má nějaký dream runy, jako třeba Liquid, že jo? Liquid Total Fraud, to byly první, vole.
Literally, it's like your favorite player's favorite player is always going to be Aspas, right? It's that sort of level, but Jemkin, I want to see activated. I don't need him to go Aspas level of impact, but have some presence on the server.
Ty pozičky kolikátý jsou, ty lidi v tom svém regionu jsou takový makový, no. Jediný, kdo tu pozičku a tím jakoby dodržuje, tak jsou Paper X, že jo. No teoreticky, kámo, i ty G2, jako G2 prostě prohráli extrémně close do Heretics, který vyhráli EVCčko, chápeš? A teďko dneska zase stompli ty G2. Jako G2, taky G2 nejsou podle mě frauds, vole, jakože... Heretics z Primu jsou prostě jako extrémně dobrý, no. Když jim ta hra sedne, a což jim sedla proti těm G2, vole.
That can happen, you know, you're gonna have those moments, but I would like to see a bit more presence.
Takže jako
I don't see that timer moving.
Polovina těch slotů jsou fake, no jakože Liquid, Total Frauds a z Číny to byl kdo, kurva? BLG? Total lost. Total lost.
They've kind of got us in a corner where we can't really mess anything up.
Yeah, they have put baby in the corner.
Yeah.
To se ještě neví, Hruško, to se ještě neví.
Despite all my rage.
Nebo veřejně se to neví asi. Kamo, technická, co to je?
I'm not seeing anybody up and about, so...
I don't see headsets off. It should be a quick and... Yeah, there we are. Time is moving, so thank you for
Time is moving.
With us. Fingers crossed we don't get it again. Odin's coming out. How do you feel about the Odin?
To bývají napsaný ty peče někdy, ale...
I remember back playing a game with Sliggy.
No to ještě není prostě venku, takže to není tady napsaný.
But I mean, in certain situations, it's.
I když nebyli number one seed, ne?
I don't see it.
BLG byli number one seed z Číny, či?
Yeah, some of these early angles aren't as impactful. Again, towards B, post plant, clearing some of those ratty spots.
Napsaný mapy tam byly, na St. Lotus.
We're not seeing many people caught off guard on the site.
Okay.
When this man first came out, it's like, yeah, that site's made of paper.
Sure.
Recon through the window. We're going to see loads.
Jak se máš?
You don't see it much.
Like this. Co ty davo?
It'd be interesting to see if it does make an impact.
Go Pixel.
Nice. We'll define Sliggy's value of opinion purely on this round on its own.
No pressure, crazy guy.
Oh, there it is. Couple shots.
Šílený chlap s Odinem.
Looking to expect some counter pressure coming out through connector. Knife should reveal the intention. That is too noted. And that knife only hits really close on the corner, so you can expect them nearby. You better be diligent in this clear, though.
No ne, Henky, to booster ho diffne, jakoby.
Send down.
Booster ho diffne a bude mu tancovat na hlavě.
And there it is. Tick in the box for the slug. As RRQ are actually having a brawl on this, but Aspas is a little bit bigger, but the shot misses on the site. That's a problem.
Pixel, kolik ti je, kamo? Jenom zajímá. Oj. Jakože, čum, pro mě pauza odvala, já většinu lidí, co to napíše, tak jakoby timeoutu nebo banuju, kamo. Když jsem ještě midgame, 24 jsme stejně starý, čum, pauza odvala, pro mě osobně, je to stejně, jak bych řekl, že pauza od stavu. Neexistuje prostě. Pro mě to neexistuje, takže mě se na to ptát nemusíš, kámo.
Oh, you just feel like you're not in the game. That's the frustrating part for Jemkin. It feels like you're just not in the right place. You're not able to get involved.
Moje pauza je, když jdu spát.
Deepest exploration we've seen from MIBR up middle as well with that much.
Moje pauza je na 8 hodin denně. Když jdu lehnout, kámo.
Really, you know, try and dig a little deeper.
To stačí,
This time they have, and Jemkin will just then get the 1v1 that he misses.
Yeah. Seeing here whether or not the pings on the map are indicative of maybe.
Že to občas nemáš plné zuby? Jasně, že mám. Ale tak prostě záleží, jaký tomu dáš purpose. Chápeš, že já to hraju za nějakým purpose.
Gotta be the hero, Jemkin.
So yeah, the ping's actually over here to actually bring the operator across this
vyšší účel.
MIBR stacked up. Again, it's going to be target-rich environment on the other side, but
nice.
Takový pauzou se dostaneš na stage, basically. Oj. A-space. The Sentinels, Bank bude pryč určitě.
I mean, it's just beautiful to again here total pace change.
Tohle je jejich pick by the way, těch RRQ.
Operator on the map here. They spot it. They get the tag with the was the Aldrome first, and then immediately pounce on him. This is the one threat for RRQ.
Vytrvám, dokud neuspějí.
Find the operator, go somewhere else. Nope.
Zasadím strom jako semínko oliv.
I mean, it's brutal for all. Yeah, absolutely brutal for all.
Zase určitě kick. Ne, to je merchant. To je Sentinels Classic merchant.
And then there was a follow-up as well. I guess the dart must have come in as well from Verno.
Yeah, because he got tagged again behind.
In that corner. Yeah, so it's like, what are you meant to do?
He's getting a kick.
Tried to get around the arch. He'd probably been seen by that point.
To je příště, Bank má teda horší tam. Impact. Možná půjdu oba, kámo. Je možný, že půjdu oba, ale Bank byl taky tragický, jakože fakt tragedy. Do češtiny tragédie.
Look at this timing, man.
By the way, thank you so much for catching out the other side.
I love our replay team.
You can't ask for much more than that.
Dádí se tense. Takže bych tomu věřil. Protože chodí furt plácat po zádech. Ardzín.
Look at him trying to fall back towards his TP, has to get taken towards connector. Leaves site open now, but Aspas goes hunting. He sees
Kámo! On tu hru nechápe, ten crazy guy. Ne, tohle je prostě, já jsem to viděl, ten thread, kámo, tohle je thread o těch, kámo, Pacific a i těch China týmech. Oni mechanicky můžou být dobrý a insane, ale oni jsou prostě tak hloupí in-game. To je insane, kámo. Proč stojí v openu revealnutej? Jakože... Co si myslíš, že se stane? Oznámil se brzy vrátí ten, tečko? Fuck? No way. Ale Henky, víš proč? To je jednoduchý, kámo, počkej. Unlucky timing. To je prostě... Čím méně v té hře přemýšlíš, tím větší mentální kapacitu máš na to, aby si dobře střílel. Takže proto jsou jakoby tak insane, že... Co to je, vole?
The way he stands behind the smoke, but yeah, I think, oh yeah, he did actually turn this around. I was wondering if one year was holding an angle to see both entrances, yeah.
Second round, okay, here we go.
Jako být in-game chytrej a ještě mít formu dobrou je prostě nadlidský úkon, to je prostě Derke jakoby v Primeu, no. Derke v Primeu prostě má, vole, vysoký game IQ plus aim, no. Bohužel Derke poslední season hraje s Froz.
The one who made it look infamous so far.
Yeah, they're desperate to try and basically stop the rot outside A.
To dožnou, by the way. Ten sova to možná nedožnou, ale to dožnou. Tohle jsem zkoušel na rankeru, tuhle ty ultiny. Je tohle možná nedožne, ten sova už. Tam byl ještě slow od neonky nějaký. Ale Kajo byl ready, vole. Dobrý counter utility, ty pičo, těch MIBR. Crouch peek, takhle. No, ten Verno hraje jinou hru, ale někdy fakt.
What is that? Oh, and the knife gonna find him too. They now know he's maybe.
Jo, Floviku, to není český, no, to nejde v češtině. Musí ze zahraničí. Normálně whoop.com.
Man, and I like that idea from MIBR, but sorry, RRQ, but MIBR, that one nade from Artisan coming in.
Well, this is the thing. At the time at which the ult is invested,
Love Primu, já jsem myslel dualisty zrovna, no. Nevím proč, nenamyslel dualisty.
Ahead or behind the wall, or there's something else happening, but he's in it. The prowler's being sent, and he's controlling it.
Just
drifting down mid, yeah.
Oh man, because that could have
ever so slightly off. If that's the plan from the get-go, it looks like it is from Jemkin's positioning. He's holding the ult for either A or mid.
Yep.
Pablo, jakoby si trefil 2x2-0.
Nobody's. I mean, certainly you want a couple of bodies. That's the priority to come through. From the choke point.
Oni zrovna napsat barvu toho nového Poršáka, vole, co vybíráš?
But then I thought there'd be enough time potentially for Cushy to cancel if it was called. I don't know. Again, the comms looked a little bit off there, it looked a little disjointed. It could have been a nice call.
It's on the back, I think, of Verno's drone. They hear the drone come in, and that's when they're like, yeah, okay, let's go.
Because normally Aspas is right behind it, right? That's a pretty big tell. Let's see what it looks like on the replay here as well. Oh, it's so far ahead.
Yeah, well, Cushy, I think this is actually behind the...
Yeah, it's
after the ultimate, yeah.
Kámo, jak je zabíjí furt Verno. To je disgusting, kámo.
Everyone just swings back to top mid.
That's unlucky, really. Gotta say, for me, eye test, RRQ look a little flat so far. Not seen anyone have big impact. Monyet's been okay, but we know the capability of Monyet when he's having a big game as well.
And I think that's the way to characterize it. We've already seen these individuals perform here. Yes, seen the level they're capable of, but something feels a little off today. Not to take anything away from MIBR, like I said, they are firmly in control of the tempo, of RRQ's intentions, having the right answers ready at their disposal. It's not as if they're reacting to anything. They actually just seem really well prepared.
Yeah, I'm impressed with what
my ski is very good prepared. Čortinka ze sovou, taky to kupuju, viď?
It looks like it's relatively simple. I don't say it's overly
complicated. Čo Jabadabadu, dobře se na tebe kouká, za mě si velmi dobrý hráč. Děkuju moc, Jabadabadu, děkuju. Cením si toho, kámo. Občas koukám svoje vodka a... Jakože... Je to kamo hezký, no je to... Nechci se self-glizovat, jakože... Já už když hraju, tak to nevnímám, kámo, dělám tolik věcí, ale... Je prostě každý angle, jako by třeba jump peak, no víš, si říkám... To byl zajímavý jump peak. Koukal jsem včera na záznam té hry, toho replay, jak jsem hrál proti Muffinovi, čet. Včera jsem potkal Muffina.
In round 11, bring it to a 4v4, but the buy is weak. Sheriff's pistols. It's Jemkin, who has to be an instigator. Crazy guy gonna take that.
No, ulti na minus.
Cushy doing work as well. Verno and Aspas, a deadly combo.
Fuj, co vysral. A to je kvůli tomu, že byli Anever, ty týpci.
Prowler, sent in, handled. Position. Seen. He's waiting. Doesn't know about the spike, that's the core. Hindered.
Jo, jen sebral Vipo. Co ti jebe? Co ti jebe? Matíky chudák. Kámo, přemýšlím, že ten reveal nebyl lepší bounce, no jednou. Muffin zapl Valorant po roce, no. To je za omen smoke.
Again, it's the second here from Cushy that incensed the ult again.
Jak vysral ten Aspas, jak vysral. Zamrzne komp? To nevím, kámo. Mě zamrzne komp. Když... Hraju Road Defend, to mi dvakrát už spadla hra. Čau, Dono, čau. Čau, čau, čau. Dobrý trade. A teď permanentně CT, co jsem říkal včera na rankeru týpkům? Take CT mrtky. Pardon, mi přeplo. Jsem dostal, kámo, až moc živou vzpomínku na ten ranker.
Do they expect the follow-up body of Mon yet as well? Looking like it could be Verno's duty to handle this. He decides against it for now, checking back in possibly towards connection.
RRQ se proberou.
This is now going to get messy. The calls have to be made.
Že někdo ho odpojte z toho, odpojte ho někdo z těch přístrojů, kopiovský. Tady Ardzín, kamaráde, aceuje. Jakože v jakém vesmíru tady Ardzín aceuje, kámo.
What a way to close out the first half. 9-3. I love the switch up here, the plant towards backside, and then the pit to cut off so many possibilities. RRQ actually have a double flank coming through, so they had what they needed to
Ty pičo, dobrý byl.
MIBR able to
Aspas 0 reakcí BTV. To je, kámo, jakože, já se omlouvám, jo, ale to prostě jakoby, nejseš dobrý teammate, kámo. Nejseš dobrý teammate. On má strašně na piču skill tree v některém. Content creator, Sova player, just like me, to jsou dva Sova maini.
We know that you've been rooting for mandatory throughout, you know, the year with Zerator and stuff, but what does make this year different? Why are the boys going to qualify through Ascension? Du coup, qu'est-ce qui fait que cette année, avec mandatory, ça va être différent? Qu'est-ce qui fait que vous allez réussir à vous qualifier en VCT?
Bon, je pense que cette année, l'équipe a été très constante. Peut-être un split 2 un petit peu en dents de scie, mais finalement, à la fin, quand c'était les EMEA, on a eu un parcours du lower bracket jusqu'à la fin qui a été exceptionnel. Ensuite, on a 2 joueurs d'expérience qui ont déjà gagné les ascensions. Je pense à Enzo et Takas. Donc voilà, Enzo nous a promis qu'il essaierait de faire remonter l'équipe en VCT. J'espère qu'il tiendra sa promesse comme il peut.
On espère aussi qu'il
So
yeah, we have 2 very experienced players who already won Ascension, Enzo and Takas, and the team has been consistent this year. So I have pretty good faith in the fact that we can qualify. And second question, we have the best teams in the world gathered here, and without betraying mandatory, if you had to pick one team to join and play with them, who would you dream playing with? Donc avec qui est-ce que tu rêverais de jouer ici aux Champions sans trahir mandatory évidemment?
J'aimerais bien jouer avec l'équipe de G2, notamment parce que j'aime l'équipe de G2 féminine qui m'inspire beaucoup dans la compétition et dans le jeu. Donc pourquoi pas l'équipe de G2 qui est impressionnante aujourd'hui et particulièrement Jogebo.
Okay, so yeah, I would like to join G2. I love their G2 Gozen team, the female team, and also Jogemo is an insane player. Thank you so much for joining me, Leto, merci. And we're gonna see who takes the win on Road just now.
Always lovely to hear from Lou there.
Always.
Jumping back into this though, let's refocus our attention on that score, Mike. 9-3. A mega result for MIBR here.
Strašně zvláštní člověk, kámo, ten Aspas. Nevím, kámo, tvůj teammate dá ace, hraje ti supporty celý rok prostě a ty neřekneš ani nice, on neřekl nic, on prostě jenom seděl, kámo.
Collection of players who ever says about, but actually
prostě
to watch time and time again when they find this form.
Kompletní hráč podle mě. Jo, kompletní hráč.
That's all I can put to it really. Just stunning at the game.
Prostě jsou Fnatic, kámo, Chronicle, vole. Derke. Prime Fnatic. Chronicle, Derke. Alfle bych neřekl, kámo. Nevím, pičo, ještě jako v těch kompletních hráčů je plně málo jak svině.
Hang on. Monjet's down already. All the way at bottom mid.
How's that happened? All right, look, I'm catching up, Chief. I'm
RRQ.
Myslíte, že Nonchalant to? Ne, on to nedrží, to není role, on takovej je, ale. On má prostě personality of a chair, kámo. To je úplně sere, kámo. Nevím proč. Nevím, proč je to prostě jakoby sere, vole.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
I by to jakoby...
I was gonna say I didn't catch the timing on the
může být jedno, tak mě to jakoby sere, kámo.
Well, Monjet certainly did.
To je prostě podle mě, já to znám, já z toho cítím jakoby next level ego, víš?
And he's just ahead of this wall. Did he see a pixel there? I think he might.
Now he has. Now he has.
Shock dart. Udělal damage docela dost. Come on, hraje prostě shock dart techniku tady. Mojí Havenovou. Kámo. Tak kamaráde, next core jdu sovu do linku a shock darty, ty pičo, by to nenapadlo. To actually goated, jebeti. Jebeti, to actually dobrý jak svině, vole. To je free damage, jak svině. Petr, jakoby, ale on kdyby hrál proti Fnatic, tak tohle si bude myslet a není to pravda, chápu. Ne, že ví, to myslí, vole. Jako dlouho není nejlepší v místnosti. Už NA, vole, hrajou.
I don't even say rookie anymore, but kind of that era of player, right? A little fair, yeah, reasonable.
Right.
Oh! Seen him.
Oh!
Hello.
The composure.
Stop hating. Mě to vadí prostě. A ještě vím nějaký věci from behind the scenes, kámo. Že jakoby se mi to potvrdilo, vole.
Again, I've been waiting to see the kind of coming of form of Verno. Kind of in that same conversation as, you know, Marder and people like that. No, not again. What noises are we making?
Deja vu from round one, man.
They've given us a replay there, I think. That's what it was,
oh,
right? Yeah. Thanks,
just
guys.
Another clip in.
Aspas on the off angle up top. Cornered by Videa. Expecting the crunch to come in. They're actually on the site here. It is only classics, but against Dazer. What is that shot?
What?
Aspas Artisan is the firing squad of MIBR. Making it look all too easy. Artisan wants some attention.
Markton každý 3 dny vydávám na main, no, takže zítra.
Again, this is a team to be proud of right now. 11 rounds, and they don't look phased.
Nah. Look ice cold down on the stage. Again, need I remind you, this is RRQ's pick.
What?
What's it like to be talented?
Yeah. It's just... What do you do against... when somebody's moving around the map like this? Like... Well, they've got effectively one buy round to make a go of this.
Sick.
Je tak, Marty, je tak.
Please don't be.
Big news for the unemployed. Čím agresivně shock dartama.
Zealous in mid here,
considering... Is he waiting for a goer? No one's got anything to set him up. I thought he was going to dive in then. Calm. Sorry, I got a little nervous. Aspas is doing things. And look at the off angles here.
Oh, boy.
On the corner, did stay around too long.
But
tries to keep that composure key again. Having to relinquish the site though.
Again, plays his life really well.
Jako Verno je sova main jako sova main, kámo, to mě baví, jak šli ho spechtit. Streamuje Verno někdy?
Still scared when it's Aspas. Still scared. Flash in.
Bych chtěl vidět jeho vodka, kámo, jak hraje celou hru.
Aspas a little late on the corner and Cushy. Gonna find some value here. Big round. There we go. A little bit of pride fall here for RRQ. They really needed that.
Absolutely do. 4 left standing. So a chance to maybe string something together here in the second half.
Musí mít generational staty na rankedu, ale...
Basically, that was definitely for the previous round. They are messing with us now, yeah. Again, Verno plays his life here as best he can, but it's a stinger. He's not going to go back in and re-challenge here. RRQ making that advantage.
Odin je tady, chat. Odin top mid.
Not none yet. Still very much towards the top end for RRQ. See what he can achieve straight away on that Odin spam though. Mid looking inaccessible.
That should be the deterrent, even if the previous blind kills weren't. Forcing him towards Aspas. They go forwards.
As well. Sets him up, gonna get one but falls away. Let's see how they scale up here. Gonna send Jemkin forward. Still a fight on the site here. Aspas waiting, angle, controlled, delivered the kill. Well done, Cushy doing really well on
the
side.
Víc teda.
With the spam.
No.
Again, lovely little sidestep there.
MADMONQ vykřičník kick.
You finding some stability?
Jaj.
The no command here, because you're a little bit disconnected. Still got some util to work with. 2 flashes, a snake bite, and the fragment.
Proč RRQ klikl rout? Že to je jejich mapa, I guess.
Assassin so far as well. Catching up pretty comfortably towards the top end. Sphero gonna slowly creep away from the side. Doesn't want to outstay. Play on that sort of deeper angle.
VASEK. Proč nehraje VASEK?
You're now banking on Crazy Guy to maybe make his appearance known. Cushy taking all the attention. Crazy Guy gotta be there, gotta be the one to do this. Holds on control, but a 1v1 now. Honestly, we said it before.
Oh, Crazy Guy minus.
He's having an absolute tear of a
Arci má dobrou životku, kámo, to se hodí. To se hodí, kámo.
Punching up to 12 rounds.
Almost feels like this is the first round that RRQ are kind of winning out.
Kuši má dobrý aim jak piča, vole. Kuši je ostrý, no.
Yeah. But again, the slow, disciplined clearance back in. A major disadvantage on this site as well. Little bit of a fumble at the end for RRQ, but credit where it's due to clutch that one out.
Yep. You can see on the board, we were saying about us in there, he's caught up with Aspas.
Yeah, Aspas barely had a look in the second half just yet. It's all on the back of Artscene.
Gets his head taken off. Hold on, that could open up a split here. They're already looking to try and get through Con, which they're doing now off the back of the Prowler that's going to take and clear the space. They do also have that Fade ult as well. Uh-oh. You're still going to think someone might be here, right? You're going to pre-clear. I guess they did find Cortez here in a similar position, so maybe they forget.
Yeah, they're spamming onto the box as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, dobrá hra. Dobrá hra, super hra. Týpek je never, že tam někdo může být, ale udělá. Jo, je to fakt dobrý, kámo. Tohle je fakt dobrý, no. Tohle je strašně dobrý, kámo. To mě baví, vole. Sledovat. Doufám, že bude replay z Neon POV, jak byl full a never.
This becomes those conversations, though, of if you're MIBR, where are you going to put your pieces, right? Because it feels like this crazy work towards A, this now, like, okay, they want to split the connector, build up. Lovely first pick. I'd love to see how Cortezia got caught there, because if, again, you're anchoring this, you want to play a little safe on it, maybe just a blind shot, maybe a little pre-fire, whatever it was, worked really well for them. Opened up that almost encouragement then to close down towards A, but I guess the follow-up question is, where do they want to go on this now? Where do they want to approach? Okay, just caught out.
Proč tak white pickle?
I saw the commitment again. I mean, I've seen as a
neukázali tak byla never.
Smutný. Slow things down enough to net a kill. At least well played by Monya in that regard. Again, finance is still going to be there or thereabouts. Have to see what the purchase looks like here. Still got the null command. Nothing else for MIBR to throw into this round.
Probably a good time for a timeout as well. Just kind of let it simmer for a second.
Have a nap.
Think back. Yeah.
Timeout.
Susie starts talking. Squad gets on the mic. Yeah, go.
That's not for me.
Asi dobrý timeout pro jistotu, vole. Nemůžeš nic ztratit tím timeoutem, no.
But this is an opportunity for RRQ to recover a little bit of confidence. Again, having to go up against 12 is a really rotten scoreline. Again, if they get that full hand of ults, you're starting to doubt the validity in the turnaround. I'm happy to be wrong. Happy to see some rounds strung together. Timeout coming out of this one.
I get him.
RRQ still need to be on the money. It feels that repetition towards A, though, has been the, I guess, answer for RRQ. Do they go for it again?
And almost, actually, heaven sent, actually, to get a chance. They have no timeouts left, so at least a chance for them to catch a breath and
si prohodili ty Odiny, on hraje Judge v linku, kámo. Taky dobrý play. Judge do linku, kámo, je actually good stuff.
Change up in who's got the Odin as well, because last time was Verno top middle, leaving that connector a little bit more open. I assume they want him back there, right? So he's gone for the Judge. Good position to play from. In a very standardized default. Good catch on Aspas. Diligent clear from Cushy.
Yeah, the recall's expired as
well. Nechutný angle.
Looks like they might want to put a few bodies towards this in terms of curiosity.
But it's Aspas. He's calm about backing away. Doesn't want to completely relinquish the space without them having to fight for it, but don't want overexerting that control they may have had.
Dobrý dronísek, actually. V 0.55 to je actually dobrý to. Čas. Všechno info světa, ale tady kamo, tady ty angle jsou takový vyprcaný, ale ukaž. A jako na lanu, ale by měl být v pohodě. Molík na delay, nice. GG. Co to je za gameplan těch RRQ, kámo, to je totální. Kámo, on je prostě sova main, on je shock dart main. GG. To byla čistka, kámoško. To byla čistka.
Lovely performance, so I've got to say, MIBR looking strong here, and that was RRQ's choice. After this, though, we'll be back with Abyss. Let's see how this one closes out, potentially.
To děláš prdel, ne? Je jako nemá ani jeden klip.
Things are different.
What?
Different too. They let everyone in my family choose different plans. We get what we want and we save money. Love that for me.
On si jenom smazal ten zmrt. A na rankeru jakoby nehraje sovu, nebo co? Už nemáš žádný vodku s revealama.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best. So looking for revenge.
MIBR pro mě tak. Finally. Oxysova. Čau. Co je za mrdinu tady? Naveru nemá žádný YouTube kanál. Nemá ani YouTube kanál prostě. To je real fotka, chat? To je real fotka? Kámoško, to vypadá sick, vole. Počkej, kámo. To není real fotka, ne? Vytažená z hry. Jen co nový voiceline ve hře, že jo? Ale se lidi myslí, že to je ten agent a pro mě to jsou jenom voiceliny, vole.
A teaser for Agent 29 is already live in game. While playing, you might hear his voice replacing the standard announcer lines. Here are all the voice lines
Ale
you might
piču.
get.
Attackers win.
To není určitě ten jeho hlas, to je strašný hlas, kámo, k tomu jak vypadá.
Defenders win.
Já jsem slyšel už taky in-game jednou mi taky se pustilo, vole.
Match point. Team Ace. 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 Clutch. Clutch. Switching sides. Overtime. Sudden death.
A ukáž ten obrázek. A ten obrázek je kde do píči? Foherbor. No kamo, to blíž než se zdá, že ten nový agent je blíž než se zdá, actually. Jsem chtěl podívat, čeho tapiku, chtěl podívat na Vernovo Twitter, kurva. Jestli nemá něco na Twitteru. Moc tady nemá, kámo. Jak se jmenuje na trackeru? On actually není jakoby full sova main, jakože sova main. On hraje všechno, ten zmrt. MIBR Verno se jmenuje. Verno. Nevím, kámo, jak se jmenuje. Do prčí. Ani Aspasa nemůžu najít, já se poseru. Jedinýho, koho můžu najít, je Sasi. Sasi... S kým hraje Verno duo, když hrajou, kurva. Jak ho mám najít? Hrál za Spasem mu najít přes sebe, no. Twitter jsem našel, zec. A já hledám teďko, na Twitteru nemá nic. To už jsem našel, kámo. On nehraje dua s tím Vernem, ale chápeš, Aspas, to je halus.
Just a little bit about what you said. I mean, everyone on our team is very talented.
Našel jsem ho, kurva. Ale moc teda negrindí, vole. To už je lepší. Sova Viper Fate. Proč hraje tolik Viper?
I mean, well said. I think it's about time people put some respect on their name. MIBR, they are looking really, really good.
Close, tady je rád ten kokot.
They're gonna secure playoffs. Yeah, that they are. I mean, that was a really great first map there, playing this solo waylay comp. Aspas looked great on that role. I think they had a great approach.
Hrál všechno.
They were dominating mid control throughout. This is really.
Když hrál Rankena, hrál Reinu. Epizoda 8 Akt 2.
Let's take a look at our Verizon high speed moment and ace Kakuka for Arton. Do you remember before this game I said, oh, with the duelist and this and whatnot, like Arton.
Co to je za staty, kámoško, tohle? A ten nebyl náhodou v tu dobu jak jako broken chat? Podle mě v tu dobu jako byl pičo to, ne? Ten naspídovaný, jako, že prostě si perma házel něco. Teďko už je slabší. Imo. Hádu s Dustnertem a vyhrali 80% zápasů. Co kurva? Kámo, co oni tady dělali? Kde je Void Reaver? Breeze tady ještě byl, kamoško, to je hodně dávno už. Chtěl kopít. To moc negrindí ty rankedy, vole. Od té doby, co dali dropla season nová, vole. Už to moc neto. Nemastí. Vydribruje for left hand. Aha. EP13 hrát ve scrimech Fnatic OS. Jak víš, to někde bylo posnutý na Twitteru? To někde kliknul na Twitteru?
Jen here with Ewok of RRQ. Now Ewok, we saw RRQ coming online towards the end of the first map, now heading into Abyss. If the comms
on filuje na rankedu, I guess. On nefiluje smoky teda.
That means it's going to be Jemkin and Aspas on the jet. And Aspas back in his championship form, it'll be important for Jemkin to really perform. Do you feel like Jemkin is ready for the battle of
the scrims? Come on, Epe, come on.
All of us need to step up. We were really flat the first map. So again, was some frustration after the first map, but now we just.
Tady filuje smoke, jak hraje Clove v mrtku.
Got the frustration out of the way. All right, let's pop off. Thank you.
To je top. Miraj kolu, já si dám tu, já si dám kafíčko. Já si dám kafíčko. Ano, ano. Kari je rank 1 zas.
Was both right and wrong. I do think it has to come down to Jemkin in terms of confidence. We need to see that Jemkin that we saw the other.
Rain hraje Karius, to je. Mě strašně zajímalo, já bych strašně chtěl zkusit zahrát kámo ty NA rankedy, vole.
Yeah, he really was. For MIBR though, I mean, if they could 2-0 here, it's in abyss where they've already played it.
Tam to je strašně jednoduchý, nebo co, vole. Jo, Berry, to se trestá, kámo. To se trestá celou dobu, vole. To je trestanice, jak se říká.
Yeah, no surprises in the agent select here. I really like the fact that, as we're saying, Artsin and Verno are playing amazingly today. Like the way that they're setting up.
Mají extrémně dobrý dent, je MIBR by the way. Ten Artsin má taky full život.
RRQ, the ball's on your card. Seriously, you're starting on the attack. You have everything in your power to snowball this game and start very, very strong on a map that you have already shown and are already comfortable.
This could be the most important pistol round for them this entire tournament. If they can get the ball rolling a little bit earlier, Pansy and High.
Keep rolling. To má Aspasové špatně, nebo co? Vypadá, že by bylo špatně, kámo.
This is the best opportunity for RRQ to right their wrongs. Starting on this side, they've seen that MIBR on the side they're starting on had their woes.
Yeah.
So, can they be the ones to apply that again?
Yeah, and actually it's one of those few instances where we have actually a recent example of, obviously, with RRQ rolling over Billy as well. Again, not dropping around in the second half, but starting out confidently with an 8-4.
Jdem na to, fellas. Druhá mapa. Tedy prej mu je reveal normálně už.
Rough map one for him, he's got to bounce back fast. So I think he was at what, 8-0.
Verno hraje zase full util.
Versus Billy, he was just rolling.
Nemilovník full util gameplaye. A házení shock dartů. A zase mu to vychází. To je abuser shock dartů, kámo, 1-0-1.
Bounds away, so will relinquish sight, exchange that Jemkin.
Caught sleeping.
Whoa, Aspas.
Jemkin není ever anglu. To je píčino, dnes je ever takovýhle anglu.
The rest of the round. Big info there too.
Yeah, a lot of info.
The RRQ are tucked on sight.
MIBR waiting out for this flank to come to fruition. Crazy guy.
Pipicho.
Turns his attention here.
To byly scraps.
This is brilliantly staged so far. Xfero has to be
Mysnul reveal.
for this. It's a little bit labored on the first.
A je to jedno. Co mu dal? Co mu dal?
Meant to be a redemption. A moment to help RRQ back on their feet, but they've been swept.
Did everything right on the way in as well. Like I said, Aspas catching this kill here. I mean, Jemkin barely reacted to this, you can see.
On to nechápe tu hru prostě Jemkin, no to jsem říkal, že to oni prostě mechanicky můžou být insane, oni nechápou tu hru. To nic. To jsou malý věci už.
Bro, we need to coordinate better, bro.
Wow.
I don't know, man. You're doing
okay,
it.
all right.
Doing it, damn. I don't want perfection or nothing. Okay, RRQ. Second bite of things, but this round not going to look likely.
Lukas, dej si, kámo, live stav. Čet na YouTube, když dáte tady vlevo dole, klikněte si na to živě, ať ten live. Nebo si jdete dvojkovej speed.
Let's lock in today.
Come on,
somebody's got his back, so we can see it anyway. Yeah. Teamwork from the observers.
Bruce is going to go for a miss quickly. Get the free cam. Free cam. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There you guys. Now, while this happens, RRQ tested the other side of the map and
a disgusting setup
at strong for MIBR. Not feeling much threat as RRQ somewhat
disgusting setup.
Dwindling out here. Maybe trying to close down on Cortesia, but
yeah,
that's the best you're hoping for here.
I mean,
being watched.
Yeah, Crossfire's being held here.
Jak to dojebali?
Really nice.
Jemkin's on nick of HP.
God.
Where did that go?
Don't know. Don't know where they're going. They looked on.
Yeah.
All three on site currently.
Jak tam jsou staklí, vole? Jak tam jsou staklí, jedna bude multi na ty, vole, o to. Šo, bude multni to. Nechal vycuká, Milan Vycukánek. Milan Vycukánek. Jakože tady to je nejhorší místo, kde být stakli, vole, nemít žádnou stranu. Jenom čekali na smrt, kámo.
People are in the right position to swing at the same time, take control of these sight lines.
Dobrý reveal.
I was desperate to see where, certainly the second one.
That looked like it was good, right? But again, I do want to kind of roll it back as well here. The fact that MIBR are playing so, I don't say like respectful, but they're being very, very diligent in everything they're doing, very, very controlled. It does give you a note of that they respect RRQ enough that they're not going to take any liberties yet.
Definitely, yeah.
But into a bonus round, it's a quite a well-invested bonus round, they could.
Certainly is. Again, no light shields on the
other side. Trapu W.
Difficult for Aspas
W shock dart chat.
Find freebies.
Dal tam druhou.
Yeah, Verno and Jenem both picking up rifles as well.
God, that deep trip is lovely as well. It's
dobrá dropa, dobrý tech, kámo.
Signal if they need it. Allows Verno more attention towards creating this three-place.
Nemůžou jí zničit.
It's the right read. And the woman
to je? To je? To bylo? Pravím sluchátku, kámo, tam řvali.
Dip his toe ahead of that though. And yeah, you can see why. He does get surely attack. He does get cushy. Down low, Cortesia now going to be rewarded. Couldn't quite pick up the gun in time.
Oj, ten Aspas, kámo.
It is a 3v3. A Vandal with Verno. Hudson on the Bulldog.
Still that Guardian
in play. Not a comfortable post plant yet by any means. Oh God!
This is the wrong spam.
Crazy guy nechápe tu hru, prostě opět a znovu. Pod ním?
They pass each other.
No idea.
Ježiši.
Magical, but no.
Jenom.
An opportunity.
What a day to be MIBR fan, kámo. What a day, Pablo.
Another bonus conversion here. Oh man. MIBR. I mean, Cortesia goes huge.
Yeah, he does.
To catch the second one as well.
He was almost good for that.
Vamos.
I mean, yeah, guys, what on the second attempt? I think he couldn't pick up the rifle the first time, but Jenom closing this out with the Guardian. Twisting the knife.
Let's go!
Applying further pressure to RRQ, who are left trailing once more.
And it's starting to feel like a drought of rounds, Mike. You know, you take into account that first map. Obviously, yes, they were able to take a second or two, a bit of a breather.
Genji byli sick, kámo.
We haven't even really seen that stability.
Genji by víc jako zapotili MIBR. Texture by tady dělal hrozný věci. Na stage.
Drone will note presence.
A little high-low ready? Yeah. Nice stall. Gonna cancel the high-low. Ignore the first.
What?
Flip into the smoke for the second. Udson gonna get cleared.
Zkusil, kámo, zkusil.
Diligent to sweep correctly. Not a perfect purchase.
Dal jim zbraň, by the way, proti low-buy. To je prosraný kolo od MIBR strašně, ale... To takový sračky prohraný kolo, kámo. Jakože se Jirka Babica jmenuju, ale... Co ti jebe? Jak to bylo děso, vole. Nevadí. Stane se.
Sure, maybe just a little bit of a chaos in the comms, but again, there were stars down.
They're going hunting. Love to take some of these away. Don't think they've heard that operator yet, though.
No.
Might be able to consider it in purchase. That's as far as RRQ wants to go here.
To dělá. To není jako čas na srandičky, vole, by je píchl, kámo, co chcete, imagine.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Kdyby tak nasypal.
I thought he was in the smoke ahead of it, but no. Just a little late on clearing that dart. I mean, better play, right? It can happen. Seconds dip. Bloody hell. Where was that?
To byl disgusting shot, no.
Crispy one tap. But again, they're up the ropes so quickly as well.
Aspas is going for a walk.
Reveal mu nezničili.
That's lovely. This is good work, actually.
That's lovely, kámo.
Making sure they are crossing the T's and dotting
To
the
bylo.
I's.
I think that's going to serve as enough of an off-put here for RRQ to reconsider their approach here in round 5.
But the information game fairly even with Verno managing to spot the cross there
Well,
too.
Aspas is already making his way towards A as well.
They're not going to get the same entry though on this at all. Going to get a good tag though, man. The Sovas are doing work here. Aspas still waiting, spotting a pixel, playing through the smoke, but Verno denying Jemkin control on the side of the fast play towards B, bringing in the two players disconnected as the main pack now. Plant is in.
There's still some util down here, but Cortesia had actually given up. Crucial engagement towards mid here. Crazy guy looks the other way, still gets the kill. Verno will fall.
Respect the second though. He's very much looking this way. Crazy guy keeping Aspas very focused on this mid fight. The site challenge not looking like it's going too well either. Aspas, oh hold on, whoa, hold on. Howie down on one. Monyet was the one to take that TP over here. The first
Kolik času tam strávil ten Aspas na tom midu, kámo?
I didn't think that retake was theirs at all.
No, it was looking like the time was almost going to slip through their fingers, but I think actually
to je haluska, jak dlouho tam seděl ten Aspas.
It's where they catch them off guard.
Jaj, kam to hodil ten smoke? Už ho hodil pod sebe. Já chápu, chtěl pomoct týmu jako s tím, ale stejně.
Quick pivot and again get themselves a clean plant, but unfortunately this time can't progress deeper into this site, can't take away much of MIBR's options in terms of the retake.
Cortesia, man, also having a nice game so far. 1-3-1 beginning. I don't know, have they cleared that trip yet? I'm not too sure. I think now it's part of the protocol list.
Well, did he just...
I think he just shock darted that potentially.
Okay.
Not sure, I see that Crazy Guy's down to what?
Kajo Nožík info HP. Jako byl nový trend, že Kajo Nožík si mohl poznat na jaké straně je ten týpek, ale podle mě už to je buď face, nebo nevidím nikoho to využívat. Že Kajo Nožík teďko pulzuje v tom Unreal Engineu 5 jinak, že poznáš, kde si ho takhle, si nalevo nebo napravo. Ale nepřijde mi, že ty lidi to jako furt nedokážou poznat taky, ne. No, to jste fixli.
Mid control is going to be for RRQ. Now the site feels small. It feels like you're going to get wrapped on. It's not just one player. So these three have to try and steady their nerves. So that spike is getting closer for that plant. In the hands of Cushy so far. And
co mu dál, no.
Going down, that spike is now in a really tough position.
This is awkward timing. Verno might catch something here. He's jumping through.
Oh, lan zvuky. To byly lan zvuky, kámoško. To je dobrý skok, to taky dělám někdy. Xpero má životku, ale 8-4.
I don't think it's happening.
No, especially knowing that Aspas is probably going to have repositioned here. MIBR will get themselves a comfortable lead. Start map 2.
Nepikuj to.
Yeah,
Jestli máš rád svůj fantom.
Dare I say, call another timeout. RRQ burnt both in the first half of Corrode, but it was much needed to try and diagnose some of the issues that they were seeing.
You're not even on the map, brother.
Let's go. I got things to do.
Where's he off to?
I was going to say, Aspas almost after map 1. Now that he's on the jet, he's a little happier to stay on the front line and.
Prostě užívá to lítání, ale.
And third kills.
Oh, that's
the jump scare.
Noise, yeah.
To byl insta kill actually.
Almost lined up for the second as well. Well, I guess just a little scrambled.
Typek je zlomený z toho. Typek je zlomený z toho, co mu udělal Verno. A bych byl taky zlomený asi, kdyby někdo skočil na hlavu, píče na abysu ze sebou. To je prostě smutný.
Cushy here. Cushy was great on map 1, started to really build up on that fade, started looking much better off. But again, a quiet beginning from Jemkin. Need some more really.
Kavíčko time.
I think the difference being a map 1,
it
was notable RRQ was struggling to find create advantages in terms of their head count, but here they are. MIBR are kind of winning out in some of the later rounds here where they are at a disadvantage. Aspas still sitting 6-1. You've already noted Cortezia as well.
Yeah.
Again, what will be the adjustment here? It's broken bite. Guardian and a Bulldog to round things out. They're desperate to get another round on the board.
Potřebuji poslat grafiku někam do píči.
Way more aggressive here.
Yeah, happy to take a deeper line. Confidence in the way he's playing. It's nice.
Na určité eventy.
If needed, is going to be a full play approach towards the B site.
Nesmíme zapomenout.
Well, there's your info as well.
They got them all. Looking like they got a little trip set up just to catch that dash in. Artisan shoulder in the corner, going to see one. They are in that smoke though. They are close to this. Good flash. Actually a good chance to close this down. Gets caught. Cortezia has the backbone of the site. Artisan now has to kick it again. Oh, he's
Artisan za 2 je huge. A Verno ulti na
saving them somewhat in this 2v2 now. Crazy guy Mon yet.
Jako kde je hruška, jako na customce, nebo?
Be able to reset. Get themselves a comfortable position, but mechanically filthy with it, and that's devastating for RRQ.
Jednoduché pro Verno.
Again, the timing looked. I said they were going to be able to reset comfortably here, but again, caught completely off guard by the possibility. Verno's wrapped the way he has.
Lovely little control there from Verno.
To mi jak hrali MIBR.
I mean, at first there, a little bit of hesitation. Crazy guys like, yeah, you're dead. I'm leaving you
kolo po kole, no.
Out to dry almost. That's what I mean. RRQ are finding the early wins to get themselves into a post plant. You can see here on the timeline, it's not making it across the
neumí hrát internationals a MIBR umí hrát internationals.
It's Verno, it's Aspas, it's everyone else. And again, a deep blind.
Feels like
you can't go anti-flash when you're going to have Aspas going deeper on these lines.
Aspas misuje teďko tu hru. Už třetí mis. Má zoník Cortezia, neviděl jsem, ale oni většinou ty Brazilci, kámo, nosí strašný drip, jakože fakt strašný, kámo. Jakože za miliony, kámo, na stage si berou prostě drip. Tam je trochu jiná kultura, vole. To je ten Keznit, vole, to je Chilan. Ty crew, vole, celý to kámošky tam chodí jak na módní přehlídku na tu stage.
Anti-KO set up as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, certainly give it up now that Cortezia is playing deep enough to
Prstínky pičoviny.
But when the first is removed, Verno's not exactly got anything to pin hopes to, but all 5 members of RRQ committed to site and looking to push forwards.
Aspas má nějaký decentní, jenom mi přišlo.
Maybe 3. Caught suppressed.
Aspas se chová, už má manželku, tak nepotřebuje vábit další samečky, vole.
Good from Jemkin. Spacing a little off too.
To je úplně disgusting retake so far. Ale Verno dává facky jak svině. Jak to ještě retakeli, kámo? Nebyl ani čas skoro. Dismantled. Dismantled. Jaký slovo? Chance 1 je tak.
There's no counter swing on the back of it, but then
individuals. Look at these. None of these were traded. I want to give credit to MIBR a lot of times, but that one I felt like RRQ had a really good shot at. You're going to go back to the Stinger by burst on A, or what's the game plan now? I feel like RRQ are running on
0-2-3-3 je dobrý, no.
Aspas switching things up once more.
Jako aby se prostě defense-sided mrtka. Co si budem? Aby se defense-sided mrtka. A jedině se ti může pomoct nějaký hero play na Bčku od Astry. A oni mají Omena, no. Takže... Good luck in esports na druhé straně potom ještě.
Is Xfero gets caught, so maybe not as telling, but you're still going to put a body behind it. They've still got their setup on the other side.
Unal nohu by the way, 120. Oh, letec.
It's not good enough.
Solo úplně by the way, tam nula pressure, nula. MIBR životní forma, že skoro porazili Fnatic, vole.
Verno playing with his dinner.
Stop it! Oh, it's selfless in approach. And it's brutal to witness, Mike. It's 8-1. I'm thinking this might be wrapped. This was meant to be the better side for them to start on.
Yeah, certainly looks that way. Wouldn't surprise me to see another time.
Oh, dog.
Honestly, because.
Jak Aspas je fakt rychlej s tím whipem. To musím mu jakoby nechat a uznat. I na vlastní oči, když jsem to měl in-game, ten Aspas je fakt rychlej s tím whipem, no. Takže Aspas je jeden z nejlepších whipařů, actually.
It's not a good feeling to be so down like this, to feel like nothing is working. Hell, Cushy's on 0 to 8.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jemkin, the more concerning me being Jemkin at 2 to 8. Is that 2 to 8? Yeah, it is, yeah.
God, I don't know what you do.
Někdy má ještě víc signature whipů. Možná Krajo, ale Krajo není kámo na internationals ever do píči. Ještě v týre nějaké vypo abuser. Ohra taky docela abuser vypo. Nejlepší vypař? Nemyšlím.
The right decisions in some of these rounds to get themselves into ultimately a position to convert, and then it's just.
Také frameworky byl insane, no.
Hey, they've had plants, they've had side control, they've tried bits and pieces, but it ain't there.
Comeback ale kámo moc nehitoval, actually.
Yeah, it's 6 post.
Comeback na rankedu je určitě nejlepší vypad, ale na rankedu kámo jsem, teda na rankedu, na oficiálech to neproslo kámo.
7-round deficit here. Ultimates online, you got Hunter's Fury, you got the TP and the neural theft available.
Jako přemýšlím nad nějakým dualismem, který hraje jakoby jakože hodně vypa. Ale actually jako Aspas hraje extrémně dost vypa, no. Oj. Something je insane, no. Something je insane, teď ho dávají na sovu. Na některých mapách, takže.
Oh
my god,
Jestli RRQ už jsou takový jakoby rozebraní, no. Kanka 23-24, kamo. Když vyhrál Champs, to byl go, tak svině. To dělal všechno, jako Kankan dělal všechno, 2-24. Počkej, ale Jemkin možná zachraňuje mental. 2 náboje má ale jenom.
That's the Jemkin we know can exist in this server.
Finally able to close one out here. It comes down to a Red Bull clutch and a 4K from Jemkin, the hero of their previous showing here on Abyss.
To bylo dobrý, no.
God, was it labored.
Yeah, had to work for that.
Maxim.
And it's only a sigh of relief to get the
This is bolest.
board. Unfortunately, right back into the thick of it.
23 byli ještě slabý, kámo, i když jinak.
Hunter's Fury and a divide here for MIBR.
Ale proč měli toho Chambera 23, no. Na perlu hrál Chambera, si pamatuju.
Who has been present in the server, to be fair. You know, we were talking about Jemkin having a round then. We wait patiently on this. Close corner for Artisan. This time, not revealed.
Nah, fella. Put the fries in the back. Ale Jemkin to bere na sebe, vole.
Big damage though.
Yeah, it's still possible. Hard with an operator though. He's got a dart and a shock dart and owl drone. But he could wait for the cavalry, wait for support. There's a late lurk coming in.
Take flight. He's got to deal with this trip in mid though.
Dobrá finta s tím dronem tohle, by the way. On clearuje close tím, že vyletí úplně nahoru, vole, to je dobrý, jsem neudělal nikdy. Shock dart úplně useless. A River má proč v kapse furt? Kam já to nechápu. Proč nehodí reveal?
Then MIBR look lost without a plan. Jemkin, another 4.
Back-to-back 4Ks for him.
There he is.
Now cements himself towards the top of the leaderboard.
Kámo, kdyby vyvilnul nahoru někam skrz ten smoke. Tak se zblázníte, nemáci.
Just in case something goes terribly wrong for them.
I think we're nervous for a reason, but hey, we take that. We absolutely take that. 2 of their 3 rounds RRQ currently hold were given by Jemkin. It's why we've been holding him to a high standard, because this is the skill ceiling he can start hitting towards. And MIBR don't like that. They've sent Aspas in hunting. Sent through with a deep dart, but finds nothing initially on middle. So a rotation and a gamble rotation will take. Correctly so.
Maybe just trying to get away from any early contact elsewhere.
Cítíš tu formu v rankedech? Velkou, kámo. Těším se na rankedy. Chci filovat. Tak nějak na feeling, jakože věci. Možná, jako nechci hrát smoky. Hodně se mi nechce hrát smoky, ale mám chuť si zahrát, kamo. Klidně dualistu, klidně sovu, klidně nějakou vice vyprcanou. Uvidím. Deadlock klidně bych si zahrál.
No command off the plant as well to slow things down.
Let's put a chip there. This is good stall. MIBR going to be working for this one. Paranoid about that mid presence, but it's not there this time. Good paranoia too. Nice on top of this. There's multiple targets to try and aim towards. How is that only hit? There we go.
Tohle jsou scraps, to jsou scraps.
Now on top. Pop flash to force him away, and it's time to go for this. RRQ standing tall.
To jsou scraps.
Jemkin again. Name up in lights. Going almost for a 4K again. Held on 3 this time.
To je defend mapa, jakoby. Takyhle momentum na defensi vzít, kurva.
Absolutely phenomenal from Jemkin to close out this first half. But it's an 8-4. We'll have to see how they do in the second.
Pistolky by se hodně hodily, kámo. Jo, Poison, to je šakus. Však to je ambasador všech vyjebanců neonových. On mě furt postuje. Ukažko, to má views už, mě tam úplně vyfarmil ten zmrt. Měl by mě poslat peníze za to. Čau, Dominik. Máme 2 profily. Proč já jsem na jiném profilu? Kam na tom mým tom klipu má 40 000 views, to je kokot. VASEK Meritu TikTok si dostal, ale vy, to jsou český views, kámo. A dal mi srdíčko na komentář, jsem mu napsal, že konečně jsem mohl hrát s těma, ne proti tomu, ale...
Back in here, the Coinbase Econ report, we can have a little check through. I'm sure there'll be one of those names I can probably guess quite quickly. It's probably going to be Aspas potentially, but you can see it there, Jemkin in the end, pumping the numbers up. But yeah, starting things off strong. I mean, Aspas having a fantastic
Go, Chris.
Yeah, had the operator online for a number of these rounds, and again, it acts as so much pressure in terms of figuring out well, first of all, the setup, where these players are playing, but then also navigating ahead of Aspas's rotations. You see how much he's switching things up, and how willing he is on this map after Corrode to go further forward.
On the switch there, Jemkin as well. To that later stage of the first half, he did very much come online those last 3. Gonna have to give it to him on that one.
Yeah.
You see a team effort, yes, but 4Ks, what, back to back,
Got him.
3? Come on.
And after all that, then you see the scoreline still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still not a comfortable.
Strašně moc, kámo.
Not really given themselves.
Ale Kuši 1-10. Kuši šla z revealu na flasha a je v prdeli. Aspas jedem. Aspas recharge shieldy, kamaráde. Podívej se na to. Aspas má recharge shieldy a ghost. Recharge. Ne, že malý, kámo.
He isn't alone in this fight either. It's a brawl in middle.
Monya is a 2 HP after that engagement. Also forced to retreat here, but actually going forward.
Nedal s tím stejně kill.
Is she going to shut that down?
I don't know what he was expecting them to forget about the presence in middle or what. Like,
5-4, but
go backwards, but
a little bold.
Give it a second chance at life and squandered at the hands of Kushi.
Here we go. Sheriff there.
No mají loadu a ty defendeři, vole.
Does he get punished on timing? Gonna spot one towards window. Budezia gonna spot out
two.
Fight for the sides one. That spike now gonna be planted.
Omen má jedno. A zabil! Protože zase pušuje hovno nějaký. A ještě dronisko tady ten.
Verno, that scares me. He's been solid with these.
Especially with Monya being solo.
Šenom. Motorkář, kamaráde, čím na to, motorkářský tlač. Jako klasiky tu ten event dávají strašný facky, jako klasiky na lanu dávají strašný facky.
Nearly awkward viewing.
Yeah, nearly.
Come on! Get active!
It's uphill now, isn't it? Because that's got to be 10, right? You're looking at it. Unless something goes crazy, because they're not even buying behind this. It is purely classic, so...
Not even a sheriff to pin your hopes to.
Oh, it's quite moving.
Wow.
How's he doing that?
Put the hranolky in the balení.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is rough. These were the two players who are willing to go down. Okay.
Jumps in the camera. And Kushi will punish, but only a pistol lost here, so...
Again, they're happy to lose Artisan, and yeah, all good. I think RRQ...
Zavěd někdo Lotarovi. Kdyby skočil za ním, kámo, to byl jaký move, ty rebele. To byl jaký move. MIBR jsou dobří, no, ale... Prohráli.
Feels quiet on the stage from their side too.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, what, map 1 was 9-3 half, right?
I think so, yeah.
Talk about them basically having one buy round and...
You're not far off that here, yeah.
Fresh up.
Kámoško, jaká novinka, mi tady doma vyskočil vykřičník. Nvidia investuje $100 miliard do spolupráce s OpenAI.
In the third round of the second half here. Big knife though.
Prosím, kolik? Kolik?
Might actually spur Crazy Guy on to go exploring.
Maty, protože už chce domů, kámo.
This is the almost a little sketchy then. All good. Can fall away from that.
Akci Nvidia, vole, going nuclear.
Good setup though, MIBR.
To jsou Sinatrovo lunch money, no. To Sinatra makes this one stream.
Took a second or two and Verno's got one back. Speaking of Verno, does he get to live? Cortesia right up middle though, denying those rotations. Support is not coming. Crazy Guy just a second away from that dart coming back up, but he's fallen. Oh, it's just methodical again from MIBR. Knowing exactly what they want as Monyet.
Mu to vrátil, kámo. Cortez, vole, to je hotovo. To je Rakoska, ale má Rakosku koupenou. Nemají koupenou. Nasazenou. A to je v pičenku, že byl tak dobrý na tom eventu, kámo, když hrál Fateku Sovu Modajka, já je v prdeli.
This is tough witnessing, really. Happy to see MIBR at this sort of form, but I wanted more of a fight back from RRQ. Yeah, certainly. They're a great team, man.
Especially seeing this veto as well. You know, RRQ certainly had a chance to, well, I mean, I'll go as far as saying, cause an upset here and take a series away. You see
Dobrý trapy, kámoško. Draw show. Hlavně, ať to nejsou regionální zápasy, kámo. To tady rozsekám na hovno.
Não, sério, ele tá falando. How you kill me like this? How?
Kam chodí, kámo, ten týpek. Ten týpek zapomínáte, že má sedět v toho hraní.
Make something of this. Try and deny what feels set in stone. Sphero going to be trying to play in that smoke potentially, but it's we can see that they are very aware of it.
To je já chci jít pryč ze stage, no.
Plant is, it's in. Okay, it takes a lot for it. Odson down on
jo, kámo, on furt stojí ten
Cortezia with the swing through at the same time as Aspas, the one to claim the kill. Jemkin again is the one you are looking for here. Oh, but the execution
farma, no.
Of Aspas again.
Jako shot je hezký, ale to je káček, farma, ale dobrá pozička. Ale hezký shoty.
Aspas, one of a kind here. Flawless round, and it's just simply lovely.
This is exactly the sort of form I'm talking about. Once he hits that 5th gear, just looks
dobrý flash, ty pičo. Dobrý feeling na ten flash.
It's pretty. I told you about it. I warned you. Pretty Valorant when he's playing. You can't help but enjoy it. But at 12-4, this game has been labored from RRQ.
Toto je to tornádo, kámo.
Yeah, MIBR almost about to flip RRQ's previous scoreline here in the second half and maybe close out with 5 unanswered.
Jo, Matěj, jo. Jako individuálně Aspas je po piči, ale to o tom žádná. Jakože mechanicky. Mechanicky decision makingové jako je dobrý, no. Personality wise má určitě mezery, ale tak.
Spam from the Odin, not going to get too much, but it does allow Aspas to get a little closer. The head-to-head that a lot of us wanted. Going to be kept apart by just that singular smoke on the site.
Jaká pičovinka, Pablo. Jaká pičovinka! Neverno wallbang, čum on plant. Ne, bude wallbangovat CTčko skrz ten box a má line-up na to. Čum. Podívej se, kam jako půjde s tou savou. A nemá Odin, ono zahodil. Škoda. Odin by to vyhrál, no. Odin tyko je vo wallbanguje týpka.
This would be miraculous. Not gonna happen. RRQ, a lifeline here.
I was gonna say,
kámo, to je comeback, to cítím, ty vole. Cítíte to taky?
So paranoid.
Ve vzduchu.
Somebody walking a smoke.
Ty kokoutkou.
A little bit of utility being capitalized on, but Jemkin's opener.
One enemy remaining.
Making things.
Pablo, kam se jde na dovolenou? Kam se jde na dovolenou?
Playing the numbers. RRQ will find one in response, but again, Aspas right back in it with the operator. 2 away from the Blade Storm as well.
Okay. Now, had some company up here for a second. Aspas, yeah, looking at that operator here. Something's been tough to navigate around.
Odin si nechal.
But as I said, RRQ starting to find a late rhythm back. It's a long road though. 1-3-1 for MIBR to start with. Let them sweat a little.
Tam ta jetka, ne?
Feel that pressure. Still a minute here. And I'm a bit worried that Ardson's got to this spot. This burst could be lethal on this one. The Aldrone comes in.
Nah.
Crazy guy on a platter.
Nah. Now,
Jemkin will fall. Xfero's still here, but so committed.
7 Pacific.
Look at the wrap. The spike is coming through this way. Xfero tries to take a stand, but he falls eventually.
A Blad se nehne, čum, Blad se nehne. Teď dělám taky na rankedu, vole. Blad se prostě nehne, kámo.
Easy for MIBR.
To je disgusting, vole. No nic, zase na draw show, či když někam nechoďte, vole. Jde se táhat z magického klobouku.
13-5. Again, Jemkin starting to hit some sort of form, sorry.
Yeah.
At the same time, MIBR just looking at
Yeah, to je dobrý pocit, Pavlo, to je dobrý.
The plans look good, the maps look good, the individuals.
Navrátit se takhle s korunou na hlavě, vole.
Scary little side here. We question maybe the depth down the line, but for now they absolutely look like they're in the right place here. And for RRQ,
ty jsi takový kokon, Pavlo, kámo.
We've seen the best of them. I don't think we saw it today.
No
Lord only
nic.
knows what they can achieve if they can activate at the right time.
for sure, yeah.
Okamžitě tam jde to draw show, okamžitě.
Again, a tough opponent to play when they're in the form they were today. Again, we'll bow out of Paris here, but MIBR take the opportunity with both hands and will progress. I'm excited to see how far this
Pablo je hodně grinder, kámo, ale má strašně dobrý win rate, Pablo, jakoby, to je důležitý zmínit.
About this team that you can't help but enjoy as well. Brilliant Val on display. Loved how they looked on Kuro too. Really, really like that. And it hasn't just been the one-man show. I know Aspas, yeah, he will often be in the headlines, but the team around him looked sharp.
I mean, Verno and Cortez really impressed me today, to be honest.
I've seen same for me. He was really up there on map 1, a little quiet in map 2, but very, very impressive stuff.
Mochales.
I do wonder how far they go now. Oh, can't wait. Anyway, let's send it down to Lou, down at the stage. She is standing by with Artisan for the Verizon post-match interview.
MIBR are the last team to make it to playoffs, and I'm now joined by Artin to speak about that performance. First of all, congratulations, Artin. You guys did amazing today, and I know you've been in MIBR for 2 years now. It's the first time you make it to playoff at Champs, first time for them too as an organization. So how does it feel, you know, living that adventure together, let's say?
I mean, the feeling is great, of course.
Je to klíčové, no.
I never imagined that I would be possibly here one day, so
yeah. Dělej vzadu.
Enjoying the moment now with my guys.
Gentleman's dress.
We're not done yet.
You guys do look like a family for sure. Donc première question, ça fait 2 ans qu'il joue pour MIBR, première fois en playoffs pour Atin, première fois en playoffs pour MIBR. Donc qu'est-ce que ça fait déjà cette aventure ensemble? Et bah ouais, je suis très fière forcément de rentrer dans le club. Je m'entends trop bien avec mes coéquipiers, on est vraiment des frères. Donc voilà, chanceux et heureux d'avoir cette opportunité. And you showed us a battle KO on Road right before, and we know that Verno took the IG a little bit earlier. So I wanted to know how that transition went for you. And do you feel like you can focus more on carrying right now because you were on Road?
Yeah, I think the transition was fine because me and Verno, we are the kind of two more proactive.
Sideshow tam vzadu.
It wasn't a problem for me.
A ten, vole, Finkinman, vole, o čem tam je?
To me, because I needed some break of the IGL. But still, I mean, me and him, we just talk about stuff, we talk about strats. We don't like give too much work to each one. We try to share that, you know.
It's a share work between you and Verno, and I think we can see that definitely on the server. Donc deuxième question, Verno a pris l'IGL, est-ce que ça a impacté, comment est-ce que ça a impacté Artin? Il a fait une énorme performance sur Coro, donc est-ce qu'il a l'impression d'être un petit peu plus libéré? Bah oui, aucun problème à laisser ce rôle-là à Verno, ils sont très proactifs, donc ils travaillent encore beaucoup ensemble et c'est un binôme qui fonctionne effectivement très bien. And we're going to have the draw show in a few minutes to see the playoffs bracket. So who do you want to take down first between PRX, NRG and Team Heretics? Who do you want to take down?
Heretics.
Heretics?
Yes, because they think that we forgot what they said about us. We didn't forget.
Oh, ok. Donc j'aimerais bien affronter Team Heretics.
Heretics
de me venger un petit peu. On le sait, Heretics sont aussi très forts. That's a nice confidence from you, Artin. Congratulations again. Thank you for joining me for this interview and congratulations.
Typka pode mnou Aspas Aura tam ukazuje furt tu pičovinku.
Our playoff bracket. See you soon.
Aspas Aura srdíčko. Bobby.
And while we take a kind of look back through this, right, the final wrap-up really of the group stage, we can kind of look ahead a bit here, Mike. only for a second or two until the draw show is ready, but give me a team.
To co bylo za plácnutí?
I gotta back Giant X, man.
Really?
Draw show.
Bias is coming all out for the playoffs.
Draw show.
I'm so excited to see how far they can carry this through.
Can I go for NRG then if we're just going
of
mad
course,
choices?
yeah, we're just going.
Okay, now I like that. I like that.
No, ukaž to, kamuško, ukaž to.
Victoria actually
No, ukaž to,
show. So you don't want to miss this to find out how those playoffs are going to be looking.
Et on va pouvoir découvrir le tirage de ces playoffs avec
Victoria, to vždycky dojeme, kámo, to miluju, ale... Vždycky nevím, jak to má poskládat, kámo.
Global Manager to explain us the rules.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I'm going to draw all of the 1 seeds top to bottom, and then I'll draw the number 2 seeds. The one rule here, so regional matchups are fair game, but the one rule is that a team from the same group cannot be on the same side of the bracket, so not just the same.
Můžou hrát na těch heretics, já se poseru, ale...
Each side of the bracket will end up with a team from A, B, C, and D.
A dobrý tým je v playoff, ne, chat? Dobrý content.
Pour le tirage, on aura les équipes de seed 1 qui seront dispatchées.
Jediný Fnatic mají barevný logo, ale...
Ne pas avoir de match-up du même groupe, ça veut dire que les match-ups régionaux seront autorisés. Donc on aura une équipe du groupe A, du B, du C et du D dans chaque bracket.
Perfect. We'll start with our number 1 seeds.
Tak jedem, bejci. Fnatic!
First one we have is Fnatic.
Fnatic on top of the bracket. Tout en haut, on aura donc Fnatic en ouverture.
PaperX.
Next one, PaperX.
Tam viděli PaperX už, ale mám píči. Přemýšlím, kdo jsou ty rank 1 sloty. A teďko... Energy.
Third is Heritage.
Kurva! Energy nejsou vlastně prvním slotem, já jsem dement. Teď to dám, čum. DRX. Pojď, baby. A co jako? Aha, to je actually Energy. Kurva, já zapomněl, kdo jsou first seedy. Já zapomněl, kdo byli first seedy, chat, kurva. Tak, a teďko matchupy. Teď to je důležitý, chat. Fnatic, MIBR. Nice!
We have MIBR.
Já jsem borec, kámo. Ani už hráli spolu, ale takže jdou proti PaperX. Proč až dolů? Proč ne proti PaperX? Proč ne proti PaperX? Heretics vyhrávají, by the way. DRX Fnatic. Vyhrávají Fnatic.
We are good.
Seront donc DRX, Fnatic DRX pour ce premier match aussi des groupes.
Teďka budou Giants proti PaperX, to bude Cinema.
Is GX?
PaperX Giant X.
So they cannot play here, so they will move down.
On aura donc le match NRG face à Giant X puisque PaperX et GX étaient dans le
Já to Victorie miluju, kámo. Ona se skládá podle toho, jak ona chce, legit. Jak chce ona, tak si ho složí, kámo, legit, je to úplně uprdele, vole. Fakt jí to jedno, vole.
I think we're good. We're already seeing, you know, some pretty spicy matches, especially on top of the bracket. You guys
ani nebyli spolu v grupě.
What you think about our playoffs group? Thank you so much for.
A zrovna tu ti byli, ale ty předtím ne, kámo. Přísahám, že MIBR nebyli v grupě s PaperX, ne?
One final note. This is not the final schedule, so keep a lookout over the next.
Ale MIBR s PaperX třeba nebyli spolu v grupě, ale taky je skipla.
Donc l'emploi du temps et l'ordre des matchs n'est pas défini.
Já tam vidím ty písmenka, MIBR nemají Bčko, ne? Jo, mají Ačko. No, mají Bčko a Ačko, ale tam... Ale byli s Fnatic. Když by se potkali brzo s Fnatic, jo, tak kvůli tomu.
Well, our playoff picture is set, but we're joined by a special guest,
Aspas rozhovor, tak to bude na chutnanost. Ten řekne hrozně moc věcí, ukaž.
First impressions, you're playing Heretics in playoffs. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be a cool game. It's gonna be a rematch for me. We played 2 times in last year, so it's 1-1 and it's gonna be a rematch.
I want to start now and pull back a little bit because you're into the playoffs.
Louis Vuitton botázky, kamaráde, za 100 litrů.
This is the first time that you've come into a Champions not as a regional champion. Every other time you've won your region dominantly, showed up, made it into playoffs and done well at champs. But this time was different, right? You missed playoffs, you called off points. So what was different about that process of qualification?
Když bude mluvit, tak tam bude ten týpek, chápeš?
The biggest difference was the fact that I qualified not playing on stage, but from my home watching the teams playing, so that was very different. Here in Champions, talking about Champions, I'm basically following a script here because I never qualified to playoffs from first seed. I always lost at least one game in group stage and made playing 3 games.
Yeah, but you've always also made it to the top 3 every single time that you're a champ. So now that you're in playoffs, you know you're in a very good state. What do you think about the rest of the matches? Because imagine that you win against Team Heretics, Energy, GX. What do you think?
I'm excited to play against anyone.
Podíváme se potom na ty zápasy, Pablo. Podíváme se na ty zápasy, Pablo. To se musí zanalyzovat, jakoby. Jak si něco jako řekne týpek.
What teams have impressed you the most that you've been watching throughout the champs thus far? Is there any?
No takhle, když teď mám před sebou, jo. Fnatic DRX 2-0. HyperX G2 1-2. Heretics MIBR 2-0. NRG Giants.
Not Scream Demons, they practice like normally, they play well, they play like in
2-1 pro Energy.
Really good practice quality. But I can't say names.
Oh, you don't want to give us okay,
Gonna be
I
super
respect
secretive.
that, I respect that.
All right, I respect that. Your team obviously now qualified into the playoffs, but I wanted to ask, because there were a lot of changes, you know, switching up the IGLing, you're coming out with...
Musím udělat pickems, kámo, v tom.
Do you feel like that MIBR is in a place where you are set, you are confident that you're on the right path to try and lift a trophy?
V tom musím udělat ty pickems, kámo, rychle.
We had some mistakes that we did in the
na stránkách.
We had like 4 days, I think, 4 or 3 days, so we took this time to practice more and to fix those mistakes. And I think we came here looking better than we did last match.
I love to see the energy that you guys have on stage, especially today. You guys were given it, especially your team. So them. Who do you think is the unsung hero? Especially when it comes to like keeping you in the game in a good mood.
I don't really know because this is something that doesn't affect me much, so it's really hard for me to tell. Like I always focus really much on my game and on my team, but about those mood stuff, I don't focus much on it.
You're just so locked in on playing. Just all about the game?
Yeah, just all about the game.
Okay, then about the game then. I think there's been a lot of talk about like how good your current form is. Think about your career as a whole. Think about the Aspas that won champions. Do you think the Aspas in Paris right now is the best Aspas we've ever had, or do you have more room to grow?
I think I have more room to grow. From every year, I've been playing better than last year, so I think for now, my peak was on 24, but just the peak from like a tournament, I think I can still grow much better, so I can keep like grinding and be better.
Do you like this meta? Because we're seeing many teams with different approaches to the game, a lot of double duelists. Do you think this favors you? Do you think that you can outshine people in this meta?
I think that's a very different meta because now teams are playing super aggressive, especially on this side. They have a Waylay flying, they have a Neon jumping
Sometimes
around.
Sometimes you are the Waylay flying.
Yeah, and it's really fun. The agent is really cool to play, and I like to play a lot. I think the meta now, it's good, but it's not only double duelists. There's teams playing double controller, teams playing double sentinel, so it's very open.
Yeah, it's more diverse than previous metas we've had. But I'm excited to see what form you have for the rest of us here. Of course, there's going to be 2 days off before we resume the tournaments with the playoffs here at Champions Paris. Aspas, I want to thank you so much for joining us and congratulate you again on the win and your qualification to playoffs.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, folks, make sure you stay tuned. As I mentioned, a couple days off. We're going to be taking a break here in Paris, but you will not want to miss the playoff action. Our final 8 teams take the stage in just 2 days.
Najebali kámoško po celé obrazovce, ne čum.
T1
Bude už nová VENKU nebo bude až na top 4? Tady ještě nebude nová ta, ne? No, bude už nová arena? Keďže bude nová arena už, kámoško. To mě úplně sere. Pixelos, díky za 50 yangů, sticker, kos. Thank you. To je Finals. Finals chci vidět Fnatic PaperX. Asi největší content, co může být. Nejlepší personalities, největší legacy, největší Falousové. No, Fnatic G2. Fnatic PaperX, Fnatic G2, nebo... Nevím, kámo, jestli musí je Heretics. Heretics taky, kámo, nevím. Fnatic Heretics je disaster, kámo. Nechceš regional grand finále, kámo. To je full dog shit, kámo. Toho mám plný zuby tady z regionálního, vole.
7 teams have already made it out of groups and they are waiting to see.
Aspas 14 smrtí za 2 hry obejtil. Tak víš, jak hraje Aspas, Alexíko, Bob. Však týpek na ataku hraje Vipo a holdí celý kolo mid a na defendu saveuje každou situaci Vipo a holdí si jenom svůj angle. On nemá skoro jak umírat na defendu, actually. Jakoby netrouvuje, ale chápeš. No. A tuhle ty měl na defendu, tuhle ty RRQ měl na defendu disgusting setupy, jakože fakt na piču setupy, že nedokázali jakoby se ani pokrejt, vole, chápeš. Nejvíc smrti za duelistů schytáš, že jo, na ataku, když musí dešovat do sajtu. No, nevím, Pablo. Ale jak Fnatic už vypadá back a Chronicle taky docela generational. A DRX, kamo, nejsou náhodou to, jakoby ten. Nejsou náhodou, vole, group stage team i DRX. Oni vždycky hrajou dobře v group stage a playoff pak vyserou, kámo. Plus ten jejich gameplay, kámo, dashování s tou Veily, mi neříkají, že nedokážou Fnatic counterstratnou. Oni jako vyhrávali na to, že prostě double dashujou z Veily, no. To je tak s tím. Všichni Diarech se o tom mluvilo, že jsou to, ne? Group stage team. Tady čet nemá rád Lotara. Tady nám je Lotarou prdele, kamo. Asi bych to tak shrnul. PaperX hráli s Giants. No a já jsem měl na snídaně rohlíky se salámem. Lukáši, jinak v pohodě, kamo. Máš nějaký jiný stream zapnutý, viď asi. No nic. Finito pro dnešek, chat. Budu se nastavit OBS, pičovinky a jdeme na druhou část dnešní zábavy. Říkal mi Alešek, že dojde, než půjde stávat do školy. A i Mini říkal, že dojde, takže jdeme všichni. No. Bude různorodý gameplay. Vidíme se za 10 minutek. Ani ne. Na zelené. W Watch Party Tady na YouTube se vidíme 25. myslím, 23-24 je off. A 25. to začíná rovnou dělat Fnatic? Kámo, stinky, vole, stinky, počkej. Ještě nejsou daný časy. No takhle, daný časy jsou, není daný, kdo bude začínat. Ve 3, 25. Zde. Come on. Playoff, kámo. Playoff zápasy looking hella nice, kámo. Looking hella nice. Jaký je nejslabší možný zápas, chat, v playoff? Jakože na koukání. Ani nevím, ale jako Giants jsou EU, takže Giants mě baví, ale... Kámo, nějak si nenapadá nějaký slabý zápas už. To jsou to playoff, no to už nejsou slabý zápasy. A postoupili 3 EU týmy, takže... To je cool, ale... Nevím, kámo. NRG Giant, tady z těch 4 zápasů NRG Giant jsou jakoby nejméně banger, ale furt je dobrý zápas. Takže těším se velmi na playoff. Come on. Díky moc za zadeční sledovačku, díky za všechny odběry, subíky, resubíky, top, Dmora, Vejkous. Thank you. Thank you. Giants se baví, ale EU finále jsme skipnuli, protože to je vohovně, Urza, vždycky. To je vždycky vohovně, jak už to mají kolnutý. To je jakoby, doufám, že je jenom rage bait. Já jsem koukal párkrát EU finálka, když tam byli Fnatic a jakoby hlavně to sralo koukat, protože to prostě vidíš, že to mají na salámu, ale že jim je upíč úplně nějaký seeding. Že chtějí už jenom být off a ukázat se nejméně ztratu. Takže to beru jako rage bait a jdeme na zelenou. Čus!